All right, let's get it. We got it on the Eye of the Tiger card at the Casino Montreal, where Imam Katayev is making his return and looking very strong doing it. Yeah, he's a pressure guy. That's what Mark Ramsey like. Mark Ramsey likes pressure fighters. Artur Beterbiev, Christian Mabili, Imam Katayev. He's a pressure fighter, getting in with some very big hooks, swinging for the fences. Very strong step jab. It's a very stiff jab. He puts his whole body behind that jab, you know? The danger with a jab like that is, though, if you get countered, you're going to get countered hard. If you get countered over the top when you stepping in with the jab like that, you're going to get countered hard. But a lot of guys, he's eliciting a lot of respect from this guy. Like, it's already the first round, and you can see that the power, man. You know, he's not a big light heavyweight in terms of height and length, but you could see his body type, that he's a very stocky, sturdy fighter. Really step into the guy. Gets in with a right hook around the side of the guard. He's moving this guy's whole body with these hooks, man. This is definitely a guy you want to watch out for in the light heavyweight division. He has the makings of a fighter that could perhaps win a belt. He could perhaps win a belt. And you're talking about an era where, you know, after beef. Oh, shit! Is it a knockdown? Oh, shit. That's what the fuck I'm talking about, man. He got knocked down, bro. Body, he got knocked down, Imam Katayev. Getting a little bit too antsy. He wants his lick back. He's not hurt. It was a flash knockdown. But that's what I was talking about. The danger of committing to your punches that much is if you get caught off guard, if you get caught in between, you're going to get caught hard because of the forward momentum of your body. So Imam Katayev is in a hurry to get his lick back. He was winning this round up until that knockdown. He was winning this round. Well, he got counted again, got counted with a right hand over the top. He's got to do a better job of tucking in that shoulder and tucking in that chin and protecting it with the shoulder, because he's jabbing and this whole he gets a knockdown of his own. You got to love it. 2 knockdowns in the first round. 2 knockdowns in the first round. What it do, Jake? What it do, MW2, Mr. Bori? We out here, baby. Marky, que lo que mi niño? Mark H. Did they wave it off? Oh, fuck you. Fuck you. It was just getting good. Oh, get out of here. It was just getting good. Invincible, que lo que mi niño? It was just getting good. Give me a break. So, you know, Imam Katayev, he's a pressure fighter. Like I said, you see Mark Ramsey is in his corner. And Mark, you know, we talked about this with Alexis yesterday, that Mark has a type. You know, Mark likes pressure fighters. That's what he really likes. So, you know, he's an expert at grooming and developing that caliber of fighter, you know? This fucking thing says that my signal is strong, but it looks all choppy. I mean, other one. Let me go to the other one. Let me see. I don't know. Ever since StreamYard got under new management, man, it's just, it doesn't work right. Look at that. I'm frozen. I'm not even moving. This thing, man. Visual effects. Let's see. Is it the frames or something? Like, oh, this looks terrible. Enhance appearance. Yeah, enhance me, okay? Just enhance me. Give me some more frames per minute or something. Enhance me. Virtual background guide. No, I don't want a virtual background. Ever since StreamYard got new management, man, it's terrible, you know? I'm gonna use a virtual background. Let me see. Try a virtual background. This fake living room setup over here. Let me see. They got like a fake living room set up. Can fight. Are they gonna set me up with this fake background? You get a fake background going over here. Get the fake background going. So we're really here. We're really here to see Ramirez. You'll remember we talked about Lerone yesterday. He was a pure boxer, pretty Devin Haney, even less entertaining than Devin Haney. And fuck me, bro. This fucking StreamYard, man. This thing sucks, man. I would use that's the thing. That's the fake background. If I move too quick. Oh shit. That's the fake background, y'all. I told y'all they got like a fake background set up for this joint. Let me see. Let me get this shit out of here. This shit looks terrible. I'm gonna use these bricks. Let me use this brick wall. Maybe I could use that. They also have a thing where they let you upload an image to StreamYard to do it. They have a thing. But it looks so awful. Enhance appearance. Okay, enhance me, dog. Fucking enhance me. The fuck? They got this terrible looking brick wall. Shout out to Chico. Samson and Team David thought that Zettel report would change public opinion, and it did the opposite because Artur never speaks, and he called, of course. You know, Drew, that in certain situations, your character is what's going to stand out the most. And what I've maintained since this latest case of he said and she said started is Artur's not a guy who talks a lot. Artur is not a guy to get caught up in this gossipy, well, they said, well, I said. Artur don't normally be in that shit, but add David Benavidez to the equation, and even Artur is going to get caught up in some he said and she said. Nobody got time for that shit, bro. When is Artur ever, like, come on, bro? When you ever seen Artur get caught up in this old he said, she said bullshit? Artur don't be in that shit. Dimitri don't be in that shit. That's just David. That's just David. More of the same from David. Like, come on, B. Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit. And what bothers me, Drew, is this all for fights that are not going to happen that I told motherfuckers, man. Them fights ain't going to happen, bro. Motherfuckers sitting here arguing and writing articles and uploading videos over a bunch of fights that ain't going to happen. That I told you I wasn't going to happen 2 years ago. And Mom Katayev makes me, he makes me proud to be Australian too, Jake. But he also, god damn, he got rocked hard. Yo, I didn't even see the punch that knocked Katayev. He can't be getting hit like that, man. He cannot be getting hit like that. I like watching him fight, but that's understanding it like, yeah, this guy's going to get knocked out. You know who Imam Katayev look like? He looks like Russian Jose. He looks like Russian Jose Severino. De verdad. He looks like Jose. Diablo, ¿quién es esta mujer? Tan rica. ¿Y quién es esta mujer? If you guys haven't seen Jose that he's normally on the panel, he looks like Imam Katayev, just with a tan. Yeah, that's how Jose looks. Shout out to Mr. Flash. Coincidence, David never fights the best fighters of any division he's campaigning in. David is a bum. B Team Benavidez are a bunch of busters. I agree with you, Mr. Flash. I agree with you. Nah, they not going to do that, Jake. They not going to do that. They not going to do that. They're going to have those guys go after separate titles. That's what they're going to do. They're going to have those guys go after separate titles with different sanctioning bodies. That's what they're going to do. Try to take over the division. Shout out to Chico. Real talk talking gym picks bricked up.
Clock it.
Yeah, real talk. Go to the gym with a fucking boner, bro. That dude be ready to work out. He drinks some pre-workout, get that bro rock, go stand next to and go stand next to motherfuckers, man. Shout out to Real Talk's bro rock, bro. Shout out to Real Talk going to the gym bricked up, bro. Shout out to him, bro. Tijuana, Mexico. About to get our first look at Albert Ramirez. Real talk, drink a little bit of pre-workout, a little bit of creatine, get bricked up, go hit the bench. You know what I'm saying? Real shit, yo. He poured a creatine into his eyes, bro. He put that shit in his eyes like eye drops. Lasers start to shoot out, bro. Motherfucking real talk, bro. Yo, where is this Albert Ramirez guy from? They keep showing him with Uskateki. Keep showing him with Uskateki. That's not a good advertisement. Showing me that he cool with Uskateki. That's not really good advertisement. Real talk puts creatine in his blunt. For real, yo. Motherfucker said he put creatine in his blunt, bro. He have a creatine enema. He put that funnel right in his butthole and pour creatine in that shit. Absorb it in my body. Why am I? Because Michael's not here, bro. Michael's not here, so we got to fuck with you a little bit because Michael's not here, bro. We about to get a look at Albert Ramirez and see if he can handle a pure boxer, a guy who's going to try to make the fight as boring as fucking possible. It happened 2 or 3 times in a row. The fight is canceled. The opponent withdraws. I thought boxing was over for me. Yo, shout out to Jose. I didn't realize how much you look like Imam Katayev, Jose. You look just like Imam Katayev. Here come real talk with the creatine in his butthole.
Bro, tell me why I just barely clicked on the video and y'all immediately start talking about shit. My girl sitting here listening while we're smoking.
Because you go to the gym with gray sweatpants on now. I saw the difference.
Bro,
you know what I'm saying? He doing that shit on purpose. He going there dick swinging and shit, hit the bench like, listen, homie. And just move his dick a little bit. To move his dick a little bit to scare the guy off the bench. Like, listen, bro, you got to move off this bench. you gotta move off this bench, homie.
I assert dominance by wearing sweats with no draws.
Trying to tell you, bro. Yo, I might do that. I didn't think of that. Like, why am I wearing underwear, bro? I might as well fuck that shit. You know what I'm saying? Go to the Why am I doing? Fuck that shit. Just go in there. Listen, if you see a motherfucker walking over to you, right? He got gray sweatpants or dick swinging, bro. You gonna get off that like, yo, I don't know what's going on here.
Whatever
you gonna get all the gym equipment,
I don't even
bro.
want to be in this vicinity, bro.
So I'm trying to tell you, gonna wipe the machines down extra hard, bro. Like, there's some motherfucker in here not wearing no underwear, bro. He just putting his dick on all this shit. He rubbing his dick on all this shit, bro. Yo, Katayev, I'm gonna evaluate Katayev. Katayev is one of those guys that's good for boxing because he's limited. That punch he got hit with, Herb, if that was somebody else, his little ass would have got knocked out. I don't know if you've seen it, Herb. That right hand he ate?
See shit, man. Where we at?
Listen, co-main. The co-main already ended. Imam Katayev, you know, he's a pressure guy. He's stepping to him. He's doing good. But he gets caught with a right, and it was a big right. Lucky it was from a gatekeeper. He got knocked down. It's on the zone. It's on the zone. It's Eye of the Tiger Management. It's on the zone right now. And he got caught. And the shit is, he won. It was getting to be a good fight because it was 2 knockdowns in the first round. In the first round. But you know, it's just, yo, you can't be getting hit like that, homie. You can't be getting hit like that.
The spit bucket said, "What the fuck did I walk into?"
Nah, cause real talk, go to the gym with no drawers on, my guy. Spit bucket. When he goes to the bench, and he walk extra hard so his dick move while he's going to the bench. That way he could like, yeah, you got it, real talk.
No, you got it. You do high knee skips like you're in football practice and shit.
I'm trying to tell you, bro. Real talk, not playing with nobody out here, bro. He put the funnel in his butt, put the creatine in the funnel, this dude starts glowing, bro. Shit is crazy.
Yeah.
So we about to see Albert Ramirez. I don't know where this guy's from. I don't know. If,
That's only on leg day though, y'all. You only do that on leg day, y'all.
yeah, you only do that shit on leg day, my guy. You can't do that shit like when you doing upper. You don't do that shit, bro. Come on now. Shout out the motherfucking spit bucket. And yeah, we about to see Albert Ramirez for the first time. Drew, this Benavidez shit, bro. You know, like it's just what you supposed to say, man. Like what I told motherfuckers 2 years ago. This guy not gonna fight none of them people, bro. This shit is just a conversation to be having a conversation because he not gonna fight none of them people. He was never gonna fight none of them people. And now it's just shit for the media, you know? It's just shit for boxing scene and Ring Magazine. Like he was never gonna fight none of them people, bro.
No, wait.
You know,
If you ask me, dog, it's all the same. It's all the same fan base, bro. Like the Aero Spins fan base, the Tank fan base, the Benavides fan base. It's all the same people. It's all the same group. That they
it
all
is.
have the same expectations. You know, they don't want their favorite fighter. It's all the PBC dudes, bro. Like the only
Yeah.
reason people are supporting, they don't even support Benavides. They just use him as an scapegoat to talk shit about Canelo. It's all the
Yeah.
same people, though.
Yeah, like them, like the shit would be. Look, you know, like if they was buying his shit and they was really like fucking with him, you know, they buy his pay per views, they go to his fights, they buy the Benavidez comforter set. Yeah, then you say, nah, they doing something right if they getting these dumbasses.
That nigga try to slip that shit in there.
You know what I'm saying? Like motherfucker tucked himself in with some David
That
Benavidez.
whole sold 3 sets total, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Mirage, Ashy, and Jerry, bro.
Yeah, for real, you know, if it were resulting in revenue, then you got to say, nah, they doing something right. But the fact that it's just a bunch of fucking bums, bro, like yo, it's just bums, man. Like they ain't buying none of that shit. They ain't published pay-per-view numbers for this guy yet, and he been on pay-per-view 5 times. When
And what
Errol
does it say
fought,
that Inoue fought the same day, and we
my
already
God,
have his numbers?
listen, Errol, when Errol did 3 and change with Mikey, they couldn't shut the fuck up about it. When he did 3 and change, when Wilder did 3 and change with Fury, they couldn't shut the fuck up about it. Like they was shouting that shit from the rooftops, like that motherfucker cured polio. So you know David ain't like, yeah, if that dude would have did 3 and change, you'd have heard about it by now. He been on pay-per-view
That
5
nigga did
times, bro.
like 120 tops.
That dude did double doorknob, bro. That's what that dude did. Double doorknob, bro. Straight up. Like, this fucking guy
Yeah.
out of here, bro. Double motherfucking double hubcap, bro. That's what he doing. Fuck out of here. Country, what it do? Double dildo, bro. Fucking country Mike fucking
Yo,
up. He keep
double
coming in and
dicker.
out. So you just gonna sit there and you're not gonna say hi to me, country? You're not gonna say hi to me? You just gonna sit
Bro,
there
I
and
was
be
watching
quiet?
the other live, bro. Why you be charging that nigga up like that, bro?
Cause country's my guy, bro. Like I know he'll beat the shit out of me if he could get his hands on me, but because he can't, I'm gonna fuck with him. I know he could beat the shit out of me because he a wrestler. Remember that. He's a big guy. He's a big wrestling guy. Beat my ass. But since he not near me, I'm gonna talk shit. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
fair. That's fair. Like
That's
Shakur
just how
does. You gotta
that's
keep
how
him
you
on the
gotta
outside.
that's what I'm doing, the Stevenson, bro. That's what I'm doing, the Stevenson. But this Benavidez shit, you know, this is the hot story in the news right now. It's like, bro, like this shit is
Well,
just
with
more of the same, bro.
the Noel McCallion and all
Yeah,
that, email another
bullshit,
title.
bro. Yeah, like that, you know, because that's the story. You know, I can always tell what the hot story is because it makes me money. That's how I know which is the hot story. And you know, that's the hot story right now is the Benavidez McCallion with the Better Beef, with the Opataya stuff. That's the money maker right now. But it's just, you know, and I'm of course I'm gonna talk about it because well, that's my job. But bro, that shit is just more of the same, bro. Like I told motherfuckers 2 years ago, this dude is not gonna fight none of them people. Y'all hyped to see nothing. He ain't gonna
I,
fight B-ball. He ain't gonna
I
fight
was
better.
I was a fan of this motherfucker for 2 weeks, bro. That's all it took. 2 weeks.
Bro,
Here come this
that's
punk
like
ass
saying you
daddy and
sucked
shit.
dick for two
No, look,
weeks,
at least
bro.
you tried, bro. At least you
Uh,
tried. Is
yeah.
I'll give undefeated credit that yo, at least he tried. I wasn't like, nah, this dude is
Because
This
if
not
you
gonna
think
be
about
nothing,
it,
bro.
bro, he beat a pound for pound fighter in Zurdo. And it's like, we gotta
He
give him
did.
credit. Like, and then he
No,
bust
look,
out with this bullshit. Like, man,
Well, hold on,
he did.
real quick, undefeated. What, like,
what the
okay,
fuck
for
you
two
want?
weeks. Well, all right, look. What the fuck is this nigga's problem, yo? Yo, who,
I ain't had a pussy in 2 weeks,
who the
man.
fuck pissed
Let's-
in your creatine, nigga?
I was about to say, like, God damn, the fuck.
What the fuck? Who did he say fuck me for, bro?
What's up, bro?
No, so what? All right, cause you say it was like 2 weeks. You gave him a shot, right?
Yeah.
What was it that he was doing or did that you were like, okay, cool, I'm on
Okay.
board?
I'm gonna be
And then
honest.
what happened that we were like, ah,
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. Everybody's all hyped about this Inoue fight, right? That shit was ass. It was ass and titties. That shit was garbage. I don't want to hear that. Oh, it was a high level boxing. Man, that shit was basura. Here comes David a couple hours later, and he beats the shit out of Sordo. Like, you want to
I
see
I
them
knew I
actual
knew
fights?
I knew that that's what it was because the entertainment value. Look, if we could put aside a lot of shit,
Yeah.
the entertainment value of the fight was good. I said it's
Yes.
gonna be a good fight. Like, go to the video. I said this is gonna be a good fight. Zerto and Benavidez is gonna be a good fight to watch. There's no way it turns out to be a boring fight, and it wasn't a boring fight. You see what I mean? For me though,
Yeah.
and you know, like I gotta be the stubborn one. You want to be the open-minded one. I'm the
Yeah.
stubborn one. Like, nah, this dude ain't shit, bro. Like, yeah, it was a good fight, but this dude ain't shit. Like, this dude ain't shit, bro. Like, relax. Is Zerto? Is the dude ain't shit? Like, he
Bro, hold
ain't,
on.
bro.
That's a pound for pound fighter Zurdo, bro.
You
Let's
could
not.
say, yo, my guy, you could
I'm,
be
I'm I'm
good.
going based
You
on what you said.
I'm not saying that you wrong. I'm saying that you could be good and overrated. You could be good and overrated. I say
Okay,
that all the time.
let's
Overrated doesn't mean
oh,
overrated doesn't mean
Lomo was
let's
good and overrated.
let's
there you
let's
go.
look at the
There you
whole
go.
perspective, right? Let's look at the whole perspective because, like you guys, I was excited for this Junto Nakatani Inoue fight. I really was. If you look at the whole thing, Junto just moved up in weight, and some random ass Fernandez, fucking window tint Mexican just
Bitch
was
ass
beating
nigga.
was
Nah,
beating
wait,
the
wait, wait,
shit
wait.
out
You
of
know a
him,
jab
bro.
at me, hoe ass nigga. I
Mira,
caught
mira,
that.
mira, 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 mira. Lo que
Uh,
pasó ahí is what's happening with Bam. I'm gonna be honest with you that for me, I was, I wasn't critical of the Junto fight. I liked it. I thought it was a good fight. It's just a bit early for a fight like that. That's my main critique. That we had to get up early to see that, and it wasn't a shootout. But I'll say that what happened with Junto, you know what it is? That fight came too soon. It did. Junto didn't get to do much at 118. He fights Nishida, and he moves up. That was it. He fought. Who was the guy he fought? Santiago. What was it? Santiago, verdad? That's who you won the BC from.
uh,
Santiago that beat Donaire. Santiago, and he fought Nishida for the IBF. And I always felt, look, man, to really, and it was big. Like, bro, you can't say that it wasn't big. $32 million gate, fourth highest gate in the history of boxing. Yes, it was big.
no,
But I'm
yeah,
just
it
saying that it
was.
it, it it was rushed. Like, to me, it was rushed. And bam, the Bam fight, bro. They want to do that in January. They're rushing that, and
I
why?
think
Because, well, as a once in a lifetime fighter, bro. This kind of money never. These divisions have never seen this kind of money. So they're
I,
rushing everything, bro.
I think after Junto went up, right, and he fought the window tint Mexican.
Mm.
Everybody after that fight was a little.
This
Everybody was
nigga,
turned
this
off.
nigga keeps jabbing at me, bro, because I do 10. I'm a fucking bitch.
Yo,
You know
Okay,
what?
listen,
They
so
bro.
probably figured they better get the money while the getting's good because it may
That's
not last.
exactly what it is. That is exactly
Yeah.
what it is, country. If I said it the other live, I don't know if country was here, but when Inoue retires, all that money goes with him. It's not like Canelo, bro. It's not like those divisions where Canelo campaigns where eventually a guy will come along and he'll be the money guy. Like, nah, if you a super bantam or a bantam, these divisions never see this kind of money. So, you know, I mean, why you think everybody at featherweight don't want to fight each other? Because bro, these divisions never see that kind of money. So
Yeah,
they're
it's a
rushing
freaking-
everything, bro. They're rushing everything.
it's a unicorn. You know, once in a
Yeah,
lifetime thing. So they're gonna fucking get it while they can get it.
fucking Pegasus, bro. The Bam shit, you know, they rushing Bam up there. And look, man, I'll say this. I will say this. I don't think Bam is gonna win. I do not. But if
He's too
Bam
little.
won, if he won, it would be good for boxing. If he won. Inui, I love the guy. Se está poniendo viejo. Se está poniendo viejo. And you could tell that, well, he doesn't have a lot left to do in the sport. Y si él se va, y nadie le da una salsa, and nobody passes the torch, pues these divisions se jodieron. Yeah, they have. If nobody beats him, yeah, that's amazing for him. That is amazing for him if he were to retire undefeated, because I'm convinced somebody's gonna knock his ass out. It's just a question of who. Do I think it's Bam? No. I think Bam, you are too little and too aggressive. But hypothetically speaking, if Bam were to win, that would be good for boxing.
Bro,
That a
Bam gets
torch
butt fucked
actually
by
got
anyway, bro.
he gets
Um, uh,
fucking ass fucked, bro.
being
Yeah,
Like
realistically, being
by a
realistic,
little
Bam
yellow cock,
is
bro.
Bam is really he's little compared to Inoue. I think Inoue can stop him, but the Texas in me, I got Bam by knockout. Fuck it,
Este
man.
puto, este
fuck them
puto,
Cowboys,
mames,
bro. Fuck
güey,
them
nah,
Cowboys, bro.
fool. I'm
Fuck
I'm
them
Hey,
Cowboys.
Japanese as
fuck
fuck,
it,
bro. Fuck
man.
all that.
It's gonna be Hiroshima and Nagasaki all over again via Texas.
Listen,
This
bro.
is
You
shit.
know, y lo que yo veo, que Bam tiene bueno. What does he do that that could help him? If you notice, it's the
Footwork.
aggressive guys. If you notice, it's the aggressive guys that got the Inoue, that didn't respect the power, that they didn't give a shit, bro. I'm gonna throw my shit. If you hit me, you hit me. And then, you know, that's Neary, that's Cardenas. So Bam's got that. You know that, yeah, he's gonna throw combinations. He's a very aggressive guy. It's just that being aggressive, well, it's not like it worked. Like all these aggressive guys got knocked out. So, get aggressive, baby. Do what you gotta do. You know,
Yeah.
and Bam is little. Like Bam is little for the little weights. Like, yeah, he's little for bantamweight. He's little for super bantamweight. So, hey, you know, do what you
Yeah.
can. Do what you can.
I think he could be like a little bit like what's the word? He could be a little bit deliberate with his aggression, like not be in his face all the time. You know, because he does have good footwork. You know, that's one thing I gotta
Well, I
respect
mean,
about Bam.
he's got to cut angles. If Inoue were if he were just a guy who does a thing, like, oh, well, he's the guy who hits hard. Oh, well, he's the guy who's fast. But Inoue does so much shit well. It's like, yes, Bam has footwork, but so does Inoue. Yeah, Bam has shot selection, but so does Inoue. And part of the main reason that I think Inoue sticks him, Inoue's best punches are straight. Bam's best punches are bent arm punches. That means
Oh
that
yeah, that'll do it.
you got to, for Bam to be Bam, he got to get close. He got to get in close and be able to throw those hooks, those uppercuts. Whereas Inoue could sharpshoot long range. Like, you see his best punches is straight. Like, yeah, the stab to the
Mhm.
body, the stab to the body and the cross over the top. Like, yeah, his best punches is straight. So Bam probably get caught coming in. Pop, pop.
And
And
anyway,
get him out
shit
of
is
there.
like, even if you do manage to land a really good shot on Inoue, even if you get to drop him, Inoue never gets hit by the same punch twice.
Yeah, he'll get up. He'll get up, you know.
And then he'll get
Alex,
up,
what
but he adjusts immediately. He doesn't get hit by the
he
same shit.
ejaculates immediately, bro. Like, please.
Ohashi's in the
Mother-
corner, just
motherfucker busting up, putting the condom on and shit, man.
That, that that's because they be giving them, juice with whiskey in the corner, McCockins. You know.
What?
Barry McCockiner. Barry McCockiner. He works for
Oh
Ohashi.
shit!
Barry
Yeah.
McCockiner. And yeah, man. I mean, like, I don't see it any other way when the focus is just making it there, and that's what the focus is. Like, I don't even blame Bam for it, because, like I said, these divisions don't see money like this. It's not even about winning or fucking losing. It's not. I gotta get paid. You
He's
fight
he's
Inoue,
gonna
yeah, you
win
gonna get
regardless,
paid.
man. He's gonna win
Oh, hey,
regardless.
I went to go watch that the new Masters of the Universe yesterday.
How was it?
It was like it's like a fun movie. Is it there's some gay shit in there. It's all
Mm-mm.
right. It's good to take your kids to type shit.
It's Pride Month,
Did you
bro.
see Did you see the back rooms?
No, I haven't yet. Actually, I do need to watch that one. I'm
I want
actually
to.
here to watch the new scary movie tonight.
Which? Oh,
That
what
one.
the obsession?
I'm watching it right.
No, scary movie. Why the fuck does everyone think I'm
I
talking
see.
about a scary movie? No, scary movie
Marlon Wayans.
6.
Oh, you talking about the new? Pa mí, manín.
Yeah.
Ese tiempo
I,
pasó ya.
Yep,
No,
yep,
yeah.
yep.
This is more. I'm
I
more here
seen
for
it.
the nostalgia type shit. That that's what they're baiting us with.
Go ahead, Herb.
I seen Scary Movie tonight. It didn't give me that old. It didn't give me that old scary movie feeling from when we watched years ago. It didn't give me that
Yeah,
feel. And I seen Obsessed. That's pretty good, yo. That shit is good.
I'm gonna see that
Yeah.
shit.
Obsessed.
Like I like any movie where the focal point is sex and stalking shit. Like I love
Yeah.
stalking shit. Like I love stalking shit like that. Like fucking
Yeah.
Basic
Great.
Instinct. I love sex shit. Um,
Bambi.
You like you
Shout
like
out to
it.
Bambi.
It's great. I'm like,
You know
I'm gonna
another
holla at y'all. I'm gonna
reason.
holla at y'all. Though. I'll let y'all know how it go.
You know another reason why the new Scary Movie doesn't work? Scary Movie played off of very big movies at the time that were well received. They had
Oh
War of
yeah.
the Worlds, they had Scream, like they had something really good to
Um.
parody. Whereas now, what are you gonna parody? You
Oh
still got this, you still got the guy running around the Scream outfit. Like, yeah, Scream ain't what it was, y'all.
nope.
It's not like
I,
it ain't what it
they made
was,
fun of
you know.
Blair Witch Project, Holes, all of that shit. I mean,
Good
science. My bad.
observation.
Go ahead, Alex. Go ahead, Alexis.
No, I'm just saying that was a great observation.
Yeah, that
I'm
they had
sorry.
there were really good and iconic movies that they were parodying, which really made it work. That was the play to make fun of these
Mhm.
very big movies that are doing well at the box office. Whereas, you know, up until recently, and I, you know, I haven't been optimistic about cinema in a very long time, but I actually feel very optimistic based on what I saw, not pertaining to Scary Movie. I'll tell you about that. But as far as Scary Movie, ese tiempo pasó. You know that they're trying to
Yeah,
redo Spaceballs? Like, bro, space,
Oh
come
God,
on.
why?
yeah,
You remember
Mm-mm.
yeah.
Melville
I thought,
Schwartz?
Mm-hmm,
Yeah, they
yeah,
mm-hmm,
can't leave that shit alone. They can't leave stuff alone. You
How
know.
you
yeah.
gonna do that?
right.
How you gonna do that without
you know,
John
Brooklyn.
Candy, bro? Like, how you even gonna do that?
Mm.
And that's that.
Well, how you and by
Listen,
your logic is how you gonna do that without a big Star Wars movie? So, like, if
yeah,
Gronk and the
Yeah,
Mandalorian
but,
failed, why would you do Spaceballs? You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that that
No,
would
no,
be
you hit the nail on the head. Cause Star Wars, con Star
yeah,
Wars, they
the
fucked up
whole
Star
genre's.
Wars.
Oh man, they killed it,
They
man.
fucked it
But
up
they
because
been
they
fucked
gave
up.
the shit got too gay. Like, bro, mira la
oh my
gente, the
god,
people that
yeah, they
watch
killed
Star
it.
Wars, the people that watch Star Wars are not here for gay shit, lesbian witches.
Mm-mm.
They're not here for that, bro. Like, no, they're
Or
not.
female heroes by that, you
They're
know.
not like I don't know why you would do that, and I just don't understand what the reasoning is when dog. This is supply and demand. Every business is supply and demand. Are people
Yeah.
demanding more female protagonists? Because if they're not, what are you doing?
Mm.
That's not
What,
woke shit, man.
Yep.
it is,
Wokeness is
bro. It
demanding it.
is.
That's what it is, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, but
Let me.
yeah, but politically, Texas, politically is one thing. If you're in the movie business, you're trying to sell movies. You're trying to
Mhm.
sell movies, okay? You can't do that catering to an iota of the general population because when you think about who these people are, all this representation bullshit, it's an iota of the general population. Like, yeah, it's a substrata of the American populace. You could never get rich catering to them. You know, you literally could. You could never get rich catering to the woke. There's not that many of them. Most people,
Well,
and I know this is gonna sound crazy, most people are normal. They want to stick their dicks in pussies. They want to put ketchup on their hot dogs. They want to jerk off. Yeah, most people are normal, bro. So yeah, I know that some
You mean
people don't hear
basic?
that, but yeah, most people are normal. You know,
Well,
they
look
don't
what
want.
they did with She-Hulk, man, and that man they tried to make it that like that, and it flopped. It was like horrible.
Can I tell you about She-Hulk? I
Uh,
had a let me I'll tell you a short story, a very short story. You might have heard it before. I've said it before. When I was young and I was learning how to draw, I'm talking about when I'm a kid. I didn't know how to draw women. My sisters taught me how to draw women, and when I finally learned, for me it was like getting a brand new toy. And I would make female characters, and I would write for the female characters, and I had a lot of fun doing that because I noticed nobody else did it. And the thing about, if you're gonna make a female protagonist work, you can't keep emphasizing that she's a female. That's cheesy. It's not gonna work. The only way it works is if you do it like Alien with Sigourney Weaver. Sigourney was the protagonist, but it wasn't about her being a woman. It wasn't even
uh-uh.
about female empowerment. That was just the
Uh-uh.
story. She's the
Uh-huh.
captain. There's a fucking
Uh-huh.
alien, and she's dealing
Uh-huh.
with it. But it's not my titties. I'm a woman. He fucked me.
Uh-huh.
Like, it wasn't about none of that. It's just
Uh-huh.
she's the
Uh-huh.
protagonist, and this is what's
Uh-huh.
going on. And it
Hey,
worked.
hey, let me just tell you this, because it's funny. Before Mr. But you actually repeated your own story over again. I don't know if you understand that you just did
Really?
that. Yeah, yeah. Well, in this way, an analytical way, you just said that you started drawing women and it was fun and nobody was doing it, so you kept doing it. And it just reminded me that you also started talking about women's boxing and nobody was doing it, and you just have fun doing it. So it's kind of like the same thing. It's kind of the same
Yeah.
thread, the thing. But as far as just before you brought up Sigourney Weaver, I was about to say that Sigourney Weaver is the only female character, heroic character that I remember that was as compelling as as the female lead in an action movie. And
You mean
again, it's
Ripley?
because it's not
Yeah,
about her. It's she just all the way dating back to 19 when that story came out originally, like 1979 or something like
79.
that,
Yeah,
80 or eight
yeah.
or 80 or something like that.
You're right. You're right there.
It was about the alien, really. And she
Yeah.
just happened to be on the ship, and Yafet Kodo was in the original movie and all that. So she was just a survivor, and she didn't let her fear stop her from thinking. You know what I mean? Like she didn't panic, and that's all her story
I
was, man.
Well, listen,
This
Alexis.
is a
I
great
think that
movie, yeah.
I can count on one hand how many times what you said actually happened on the silver screen, where the female protagonist in an action film or a horror film or whatever
Mm.
was just as compelling as a man would have been. The only other, Sigourney Weaver, obviously. I could say Kill Bill, even though it was deliberately
Okay.
campy.
Yes.
It
Yes.
was deliberately campy, but it played up to what a man wants to see in a movie. They had the
Yeah.
training
Eh,
montage,
yeah. And it
they
made
had the
sense that it
shit,
was her. Like
and
the
it
character
worked.
made sense. You know who else? Now that I'm thinking about it, bro, I don't know if you remember this movie, but there's a movie back in the days called Gloria. That
I
was a good
remember
movie.
Gloria. Who
That
played
was
Gloria? Who
it
played
was some
Gloria?
blonde lady, but the thing is, it worked because she was a
Gloria.
hitman, and it wasn't like she
Yeah,
was
it was two
a
versions.
hitman, but she had she was a bad bitch down with the mob and all that. But she didn't want to have the little boy killed, and then her motherly instincts took over, and she protected the kid. Yeah, that movie was good. Gloria was legit. That was a good movie.
Mm, mm.
But it's
Uh,
few and far between. Few and far
yeah,
between.
because as much as they try to do it, they don't tell a story practically. Like I've probably seen Colombiana about 10, maybe 20 times actually, because I
Okay,
really want to.
Colombiana's
No, no,
good.
no.
Yeah.
Espera. Te lo voy a decir. That's mostly because I want to stick it in Zoe Saldana's ass. Because the movie's ridiculous. Zoe Saldana's about
True.
120 fucking pounds, bro. You
Facts.
like you're not gonna convince me this 120-pound woman is punching these 200 and they're getting hurt. What, do they have sickle cell? Are they sick? Getting hurt by this little ass woman, if you know that, in other words, they choose to be silly, and they do it over and over and over again on repeat. They choose to be silly. That, bro, she weighs 120 pounds. So when you choreograph the fight scenes, right, make them practical to where she hits him with an object, or she improvises and shoots him or something, because it's just not practical that she's going to have a full-on fist fight as skinny and small as she is with a full-grown man. I'm sorry, bro, but you got to make it work, otherwise the illusion breaks. The illusion, I'm looking at her fighting this guy at the end of it, and I'm like, yo, this guy must have had the flu or something when he fought this bitch, because she's tiny. Just strangle the bitch. What do you do? Just like, what the fuck? You know, and that's the impracticality of a lot of female leads, that they choose. I feel they choose to cut corners, because that's what it is. Fight scenes are just as much a storytelling mechanism as dialogue. It's just, yes, it's just as much a part of the story. The way that they fight and why they fight and how long the fight lasts. It's just as much a part of the story as the dialogue in between those action scenes. And if you're just going to throw caution to the wind and have a 120-pound woman roundhousing guys and they're getting hurt, yeah, the more intelligent people are in the audience are gonna say, "Yeah, this is fucking ridiculous, bro. Get the fuck out of here. It never happened, bro." Yeah, so we good.
No, let me ask you something, because if you don't mind, you guys were just talking about, as far as boxing concerned. I don't know who it was that was talking, but it said that oh yeah, that the Inoue fight was dog shit, whatever. Because
That was
in
undefeated.
comparison to the David Benavidez fight being exciting, stuff like that. I caught that before I logged in. So I wanted to talk about, because I just saw, honestly, the Foster Ford fight, right? Because I was hearing you
Mm-hmm.
guys talking about Foster and Ford, and and you kind of like guys brought up that I don't know, like he's good in Foster, and then you threw Navarrete in there. How he can beat Navarrete. Yeah. Now I'm not talking about you, but I'm talking about the panel that day. There was some
Mm.
inklings about that. Dude, I saw the Foster fight, the Foster Ford fight. I don't understand why people are so impressed with it. First of all, Ford is not a good fighter. He's not.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Ford, okay, was really losing to Kolmatov, and then
Yeah.
Kolmatov gassed out because what country is he from?
Uzbek. He's a Uzbek.
Right, and Uzbek
Uzbek.
fighters do that. That's Uzbek fighters lose big fights. That's basically what they do. And and
That's
and
true.
so and Ford went and took him to the brink, and the Uzbek broke down. He couldn't bully him. That's it. He took his heart. But
Mm.
then he follows that up by getting beat up in England by who was it that beat him up? Uh,
Nick
uh, uh,
Ball. Nick
Nick
Ball.
Yeah,
Ball.
but
Nick Ball beats
it
the
was
shit out of
actually
him,
Ford that beat
right?
him up.
Then he comes back, and yes, he did the Nova, and I didn't even see that fight, the Nova fight,
He didn't look
and
good with
whatever,
Nova.
and he went up to huh?
He didn't look good with Nova.
Oh well, I didn't see it. So well, there
No,
you
you
go.
didn't miss. You didn't miss nothing. You didn't. You
Okay,
didn't miss.
okay, but then they brought, but they built him up to be like Ford, and then now he's because he gave himself the excuse that what's the excuse that 126 was hard for him to make, and now it's gonna be different at 130. Now you blah 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 blah, and now he fights Oshaki Foster. Oshaki Foster beat him, yeah, but what did Oshaki Foster do? He outboxed him and then didn't let him work. You know what I'm saying? When the kid was about to get into something, boom, tie him up, let him go, beat him up, give him movement, boom, tie
Yeah,
him up,
but
give him up,
you know what you got to give Oshaki. The thing that I give Oshaki is the last 3 years have been really solid from that guy. You know, he beat Ray Vargas. Ray thought he could hopscotch through divisions. No, fuck yeah.
Okay,
He beats Ray
okay,
Vargas. He goes to Mexico. Remember, he won the WBC title in Mexico against
right,
Rocky Hernandez. They was in a
right,
gunfight. He pulled that knockout out of his ass because you know he wasn't going to win a
exactly.
decision. You know he wasn't going to win a decision.
Exactly. Exactly. And that's what I'm hanging my hat on. Because to
But I'm
me,
saying, as a string of fights, like no, just beating Raymond Ford, you don't go get the Jurgens and jerk off because he beat fucking Raymond Ford, not by
no,
itself. But
right?
as a
But what?
package, as a package, like, nah, that dude is solid, man.
Yeah.
Like he
What?
beat
What?
and the other thing, he goes to the PBC.
Mm-hmm.
He makes Stephen Fulton look like he never boxed before.
Because
I
he
don't know this.
hasn't. Fulton's not good.
No, no, it's as like I said, it's as a package that if you think of the last 3 years of Oshaki Foster, he's been consistent and
No, no,
consistent
he's
in a
good.
good
He's a
way.
really good fighter. What I'm trying to say is that I don't know how it that what he's the performances that he's put together, how any of that equates to somebody look at him and saying, yeah, he beats Navarrete. I don't see it.
There's one look, there's something that there's two things that he showed me that I think matter. One is the pivots. He's really good with those pivots. Who's doing all that? Like, get the fuck out of here. Who the fuck is doing that? Yeah, mute that shit. Um, you remember when Navarrete fought Dennis Berencic at 35?
At
Berencic kept pivoting
35.
on him. He kept pivoting on him though. You see,
At
remember
35.
Berencic didn't. No, pero espera. Berencic didn't beat him by being bigger than him or by fucking him up. He didn't fuck up Navarrete. But what he did do that was bothering him was he kept pivoting on him. When Navarrete come forward and try to do his thing, it just turned on him and kept turning on him. And that's why the fight was so awkward because Dennis kept pivoting on him. Now I saw Oshaki, yeah, them pivots, he's busting them moves. Like, yeah. So he's got the pivots and he's got the snap. I don't think he punches harder than Navarrete. No, of course not. I don't think he punches as hard as Navarrete. But the pivots with the snappy shot, the snappy shots, the straight punches. Yeah, this could. I mean, the other thing is you got to remember Navarrete did look like dog shit with fucking Charlie Suarez. So it's not like it hasn't happened. It's happened.
Yeah,
And I
well,
remember,
Navarrete looks like dog shit with Charlie Suarez. Okay, fine.
espera, y también, who's that gatekeeper that everybody beats him? Fucking gate. Everybody beats this guy. He's got a sister.
Who?
Everybody fucking Navarrete fought this fucking guy. He's a gatekeeper.
Oh,
Everybody
Joel
beats him.
Gonzalez.
Joet Gonzalez. Joet was giving him some work too. I remember.
Yeah,
Like,
well, Joel Gonzalez gives everybody work, though, man. He's just one
hey,
of them dudes. Joel Gonzalez, he gets beat. He's one of these dudes that again he's just on the cusp of beating. That's who he is. He is the prototypical gatekeeper. He's like
he
that.
is.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? When's Navarrete look bad in a big fight that you
It
wanted
don't
to see?
happen. It don't
Okay, then.
happen.
So he's one of
Yeah.
these dudes that gets up for the fight. He gets up for the moment. He's clearly that. All right. And so, as far as pivoting at the Baranchik fight, that was a setup fight because the Top Ranks dying to feed him to a Jay Prince fighter. So they pushed him
Yeah.
up to 135. They thought that he might get away at 135 with beating up a Ranchik and getting a belt up there. So then they could feed him to Shakur, to somebody else. And that's what the fuck that plan was, bro. I'm
Yeah.
glad he lost that fight. The
Yeah.
best thing that happened for his career was that he lost that fight because he would have gotten mollywopped his next fight against maybe what's his name? The guy for the left Crawford's crew. That was the setup, bro. Stop
Listen.
it.
Listen.
The
Listen.
best thing,
Here's the shit.
please. They left. The best thing that happened to him was that he lost that fight. He drops down to 130. You see how he's looking. You see how he looks when when he's focused. Oshaki, and the other thing you have to clear me up on because like you really astounded me yesterday, or was it yesterday before? Because I didn't really know, and I'm like, I fancy myself to know everything fucking top rank. And your ass told me some motherfucking bit of information that I wasn't aware of. I was like, what? I was astounded. I was hurt. I was fucking shaking. But here it is. So I'm looking back at it, and now I'm hearing what Oshaki Foster said. You said that or whatever. No, not again, not you, but I'm hearing that Oshaki Foss is like basically painting the picture like, and I just want to preface this by telling you that I'm probably reacting a lot to what Timothy Bradley said, because Timothy
Okay.
Bradley pissed me off. That nigga
Okay.
acting like Navarrete's been avoiding Oshaki Foster. And I
Look,
saw
look,
his
look.
video first, and then when I heard you say, kind of, dude, Oshaki Foster just says that we shook on a fight at the 26 when he fought the last fight that he unified, that they shook
Yeah.
on it. They want to make that fight, right? This whole year, the timeline doesn't fit as far as Oshaki Foster trying to make a fight with Navarrete, right?
No, listen, listen,
Because
listen. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
go ahead.
It's the optics that's the problem. The optics are the main problem. But you know this. Top Rank ain't Matchroom. Top Rank
No,
does not necessarily put the same emphasis on unification matches that
no,
Matchroom does. You could kind of see that Matchroom, they lean
are
into
about it.
that shit. They
They're
do.
about it.
Whereas when Oshaki is ringside for Navarrete's fight, that he's there, he's showing up, he's studying the guy, he's making it known. I want to fight this guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right, right. It's the optics, in other words. Do I think Navarrete is afraid of Oshaki? No. Do I think Top Rank really tried to make that fight? No. So
Well,
it looks, you got one guy, he's the only guy you see talking about it. It's Oshaki. And then you see that
mm,
he's ringside at the fight, that, I mean, he is making an effort. And then look, he
okay.
has the performance. He has the performance that he had with Ray Jackson, and
You mean
he brings
Ford?
up Navarrete. Ford Contour. He fights Ford Contour, and
Okay.
who is he? And he mentions it's just very one-sided. The interest, and that's why I say the optics. That it looks like it's on Oshaki's mind more than it's on Emmanuel's.
Listen,
How
I'm
many?
trying. I'm
How many
telling
times have
you.
you heard Emmanuel really address it? That yes, I want to fight Oshaki.
But you know what? But you know what Navarrete has said, and you have to pin it to his personality, because he's not the type to throw his promoters under the bus. He said after his unification fight, you saw how he got up for that. He said in his interviews in Spanish, he said, I've been trying to I've dreamed of getting unifications, but he basically didn't say it in so many words. He said that Top Rack wasn't really trying to do that. They never tried to go and make go to send them to England and fight or unified at 126 when they could have. They never tried to do that. Unification, like you said, they never really tried to put an emphasis on that with
Yeah.
him, and
And,
that's my problem with freaking Top Rank and
The
Navarrete.
thing
I'm
is, the
trying to
thing is,
tell
and
you, man.
you could look at it like this. I'm not in the business of making excuses for them,
Uh
but I
huh.
do I do understand why they're like that. Well, what's Oshaki gonna want for the Navarrete fight? What's Navarrete gonna want for the Oshaki fight? Versus what is this fight actually commercially worth? Because these guys, I mean, this ain't ACDC, you know. This not George Michael we're talking about. You see that if we push to do this, Matchroom doesn't mind burning a bit of cash. They don't mind,
They got more money than Top Rank right now, but I'll tell you that.
right? Whereas the Top Rank generally they look at that and it's like, is this really worth what it's gonna cost? Because what is it gonna cost to put Oshaki in the ring with Emmanuel? What is that gonna cost? I'm not sure, but I think I read that Emmanuel got a career high purse for Munez. Who paid him? Matchroom.
Mm-hmm.
mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Matchroom.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Whereas
Mm-hmm.
the reason I think that Top Rank doesn't put that same emphasis on every single unification match, and I know bro, I've been watching these guys for years. They don't put that same emphasis on every unification match because they are strictly market value. I don't give a fuck if you got a belt and he's got a belt and they got a belt. What the fuck is this fight worth? Because I know you gonna want a lot of money. He's gonna
Yeah.
want a lot of money. And
bro.
and
But what I'm
Yeah.
trying to tell you my man, my brother, is that they've never tried to make this dude a market value. They never tried. They never. They used
yeah,
to. The emphasis has. I'm telling you that Top Rank right now is so. It's basically Antonio Leonard's show. It's all about building Jay Prince's fighters, and that's it. I'm trying to think that they're trying to take the easy way. I don't know what's going on, but they
it's a
used to
lazy
be able to
approach.
build.
It's a lazy
Yes,
approach. It's a
yes,
lazy
yes,
approach.
Mm,
exactly.
Yo,
mm.
They're trying to
um,
build that.
Uh,
The kid from Puerto Rico, I guess they know what Puerto Rico brings, and they know that it's a short thing that they're gonna have this. That they can make this. They can market this guy like they've done a hell of a job with him.
Hmm.
But by the same token, why did Navarrete have to fight in Florida against Pitufo Diaz? Why couldn't you build them in
Making
Phoenix,
notes.
Arizona? Why couldn't you
yeah.
build them in Phoenix? Why couldn't you put the same place where you're doing Oscar Valdez
What
fights
if?
there,
Let me tell you something. What
or in
if
the
the thing
border
what if the
towns?
thing with Navarrete? Remember, Navarrete wasn't a guy de que ellos lo buscaron and they're like,
No,
oh, we struck gold.
right.
Look, wait. We struck gold with this guy. Maybe they were raw with Navarrete because he fucked up Niho. They were invested in Niho,
Oh,
bro. They had a
yes,
hashtag and all that.
yes.
Maybe I'm just thinking. Maybe for a period, they just didn't know what they had. Because I mean, like, you didn't, he beat the fuck out of Isaac. But off of them two fights, you didn't say, well, this guy's gonna fuck up everybody. You just thought, nah, he's a big guy, hits hard, and he fucked up Niho.
Mhm.
Hindsight being 2020 is what reveals the value of Navarrete. Hindsight that, like, bro, like, this guy's not in boring fights. Remember, there was some years he fought 4 times. There was certain
Yes.
Valdez too.
He beat
Yeah,
right.
that's
fights
true.
3, 4, 5 times. He does
Yeah.
it. He would do it. But here it is. You know what? You know how invested they were in Neho? Because some people don't really understand how invested they were in Neho. At that time, Top Rank had a international contract with an African network. So I think it's called Star some shit. For real. And
Because
they
they
wanted
wanted
to
him to
build.
be like the next Azuma
Yes,
Nelson.
Azuma
That's what
Nelson. They were gonna
they
do and make fights with him in Africa
Really?
and all that, bro.
I
That's
didn't
yes,
know
what
bro.
that.
they were gonna
My
do.
guy, like I remember that they were really yeah, it's just one of those rare things that you had to be there that they were really invested in Isaac. Isaac was
Really
a
invested.
star.
Really invested.
Isaac was a star they were really trying to develop, and Emmanuel, he just fucked all of that up.
Dude, dude. They were
Yeah,
trying
he
to.
did.
How about this? How about
Yeah.
this?
Is it
Remember when they were invested with that fucking dude, the little guy with that again, a Jay Prince fighter that used to from Chicago, who used to come in with the ring with a pillow. Remember that shit? And he used to say,
which
What?
which is the
I'm gonna
yeah,
put
yeah, yeah.
people to sleep."
It was
Remember that,
who was the
dude?
guy who came? Yeah, no, yeah, I'm vaguely recall that. Yeah, it was the guy
Yes,
used to. It
yes.
was his
You
prop. He came in
recalling
with a
him
pillow.
vaguely, dude? They wanted him to be a star. He's from Chicago. He coming in the ring with a pillow. They called him Night or Knockout or some bullshit like that. And the dude was garbage. So they put
yeah.
more effort into that guy than they do with
Yeah.
fucking Already. Get the fuck
Let
out
me
of here,
pass it to
bro.
Virtuoso because he's been holding in this shit for like 10 minutes.
Yo, so for what you're telling me is that they took Navarrete for granted. Like they didn't think he was gonna be this big of a
Damn,
success.
I can't hear you.
Damn, you can't.
Drop out and drop back in, Alexis.
Well, now I can
Drop.
Talking
hear you.
about Joshua Greer.
I can't hear them.
Joshua Greer. That
Right.
was the guy.
Yep.
That was the fucking Joshua Greer. Yeah, the little guy. Yeah,
Don't
but
blink.
to make a long story short, to the point that Virtuoso was trying to allude to before, it's that Yeah, they took Navarrete for granted. I think they were mad at him. You know how they were kind of mad at Rigo for what he did to Donaire,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
They were. It's like that. It's
So I
like
gotta
they.
drop. I gotta drop
but
out to come back in so I can hear
Yeah,
them.
yeah, Alexis. Yeah,
Yeah.
just drop out and then
Uh,
drop back in, and it fixes the glitch. Just drop
all
out,
right.
drop back in.
th-
I'll pop you back in. Just drop out, drop back in.
All right.
And yeah,
that's
I
just
think that's what it was because they didn't see, and it's so crazy that you don't see the value in a Mexican pressure fighter who fights like he's fucking possessed by the devil. You don't see
right.
you don't see that you could fucking put this guy anywhere in the Southwest and do good business. And
Vegas.
and you know, I was gonna say this to Alexis for a little bit of sting that it really took Matchroom to appreciate Emmanuel. It
Shit.
took
Right.
Matchroom making that investment to do that unification match to really put Emmanuel on a pedestal because Top Rank was treating him like he was just a guy. He's just a guy.
Yeah.
Come on, like they wouldn't
Um.
have preferred, like they wouldn't have preferred that Oscar Valdez would have won that fucking fight. Why do you think they did two of those things?
Exactly.
It wasn't
Exactly.
for Emmanuel. They did two of them motherfucking things, and it wasn't for Emmanuel.
Yeah. Because he kind of did end Oscar. That was the
He
downhill
fucking
after he
ruined,
fought him.
bro. He fucking ruined Oscar, bro.
I
Fucking, he
remember
beat the fuck out of him.
with Dog Bay, they even had Christina Poncher saying like Niho. I think it was around the time they got that ESPN deal and they're
It
trying to like
was.
build this motherfucker up. Yeah.
It was in the very beginning of the ESPN deal, and that you could see it then. Like if you go back and watch the footage of back then, he was the guy they were invested in. They wanted Isaac to be one of their flagship fighters, and Emmanuel. Nobody thought that. No, they just thought he was random Mexican fighter, bro. Random
Yeah.
fucking random
Bro,
Mexican guy. Nobody thought he was going to do that to Isaac. I'm pretty sure if they knew he was going to do that to Isaac, they would not have made that fight. Like, nah.
Uh-uh.
dog, I think
Yo,
what you guys are telling me, it's like Top Rank has made some diminishing, like smart decisions. It's like we just talked about Bam just not too long ago. They had him one time, but they
Hmm.
gave money to Gabe Flores. Like, can you believe that?
And who was Gay Flores with?
Jay
Jay
Prince.
Prince.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to tell you, bro.
Let
Wow.
me tell you, Top Rank. Listen, but let me curb the Top Rank slander for just a moment. Yes, Top Rank and all their wisdom
Damn, I can't
and
hear you guys
legacy,
again.
Call you.
they made him.
Fuck.
They made a mistake. They made it. They do make mistakes every so often, but don't forget, Matchroom signed Nikita Abibi.
Who?
Okay,
Who?
exactly.
Wow.
Exactly. Top ranks.
Jesus
I mean,
Christ.
Matchroom signed Nikita Abibi, Nikose Solomon, Mark Castro. Like, yeah, people make mistakes, bro. They make
The
mistakes.
Hebrew
Top,
Hammer,
the
Julian,
Hebrew
was whatever his name.
Hammer. Right. That
Yo,
people make. Top Rank has dropped the ball with a couple of fighters. Hopefully they
yo,
wise up now. Foster versus Navarrete is the fight. I'm not interested in seeing either of you fight Shakur. I'm gonna be honest that before I go grab this piece of chicken, I could go the rest of my life and never see Shakur Stevenson fight again.
or
I
Wow.
wouldn't
Haney,
bat an eyelash.
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
Wow.
Haney.
Bro.
Born motherfuckers right there.
Yo, I wanted Jules to do a segment on the whole spat they had between Bill Haney and Bernie the boxer.
Yeah.
Um,
Hmm.
Bill Haney is kind of looking smart in that situation because all he simply asked Bernie was like, okay, so how exactly, if this guy's asking for like I'm not gonna repeat what he said verbatim. I don't remember, but I kind of remember what he said. It's like, so you're saying he's like Crawford, but like, oh, he's doing A, B, and C just to get these fights. So how is he like Crawford? Because like when he went up to 168 to fight Canelo, he didn't ask for no like
Catch weight.
catch weight. He didn't do none of that shit. But here you have Shakur, right? Who's supposedly supposed to be, compared to him, according to Bernie. He's asking for caveats to make big fights. with Haney, you know, and I'm like, oh, okay, so this guy is like, he's not very all the way confident about beating these guys. You know, there has to be something in the way, you know, to make him feel comfortable, I guess. And
Mm.
you know, I'm just not that interested in his career, neither him nor Haney's.
He
Mm.
Shakur reminds me of a Andre
Yeah, they're not.
Ward.
They're not that interesting fighters, to tell you the truth. They're interested only in what is it, in relation to whoever their opponents are. You know what
Hmm.
I mean? It's like
Right.
their opponents. That matchup has to make the fight. It's not them. They don't carry that star power by themselves like that. You know what I mean? Like they're just not. You know. So it's crazy, man. Look, it's crazy, bro. Real fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely, man. Shakur, again, like for me, his career would be a lot more interesting to me if he would have rematched Edwin de los Santos.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think that there's some things that you just have to do if you want to. And before they used to when in building fighters, it's like when they would, let's say, well, like with Bootsan is that Circassian cat, right? They
Right.
put him right back in with Circassian fight. Why? Because they want him to look better against this guy. They're building him up, right? And I've seen
Hmm.
that time and time again, where they'll rematch. Your Top Rank does that a lot. If you like stumbled your toe with a fighter that you were supposed to look great in, they put you right back in there so you could get over that and kind of like wash that taste out your mouth, you know. And
Hmm.
Shakur needed to do that with Edwin de los Santos, bro. He needed. You said it was your hand or that you were hurt or this and that. Well, fine, then
But
go and get in that ring again with that
th-
man.
they're not Crawford. They're not Floyd. It's like the thing that I've noticed about American fighters, at least nowadays, is that they want to have the size advantage. That's what I look at it
Facts.
as.
Or a pronounced skill advantage where
Yeah.
they know they have the reflexes more than because you can tell when you just faster than the other guy and doesn't
Bro.
even matter how big the other guy is. You understand? They want
Alexa, ¿tú
that
no
kind of
viste,
advantage.
tú no viste la espalda de Los Santos? Él tenía una espalda de diamante. Like he had a diamond back. He was top heavy, like at that weight. Like he was,
Okay.
like he really, and yo, Shakur didn't want none of it. It's
None
like he
of
just
it.
do, because he was bigger than him, and not only that, he was just as quick as him.
Right. Yeah, he's one of these guys, and he has a little bit of an awkward style where he can hit you with something that you don't expect coming, and yeah, the Shakur like literally ran, like
Yeah,
literally ran in the fucking ran, like turn up,
bro,
like
he was
fucking
he was doing
road
he was doing
runner.
these fadeaway step backs, yo, like a basketball player. Like what the fuck, bro? Just get
Yo,
in there, man.
yo, it was crazy, man. It was crazy, and
Yeah.
he needs to get. Yeah, I would have been. It would have been better from the comeback, get that De Los Santos thing out the way, because right now he's looking crazy, bro.
Yeah,
And
man.
yes, he undressed Teofimo Lopez, and Teofimo Lopez. What happened with Teofimo Lopez was kind of like he
And
didn't know that Shakur had those kind of reflexes because it was a reflex fight.
and
Yeah.
then
To me,
that
and
that African
and Tio thought that he had the reflexes. His athleticism and that he's quick and he has steps and he can. But Shakur was like, whoosh, whoosh, and he
Yeah.
didn't even understand that. He
yo,
didn't
and then
understand.
that
He had him dumbfounded. Plus, it
Yeah, I don't think he
exposed.
can hear you.
oh
Oh,
shit.
Yeah,
nobody else can hear me.
yeah, yeah, you can't hear undefeated. He was talking.
Oh, sorry.
No,
Yeah, I can't hear him either.
that
Fuck,
Nakatilia dude, the
fuck,
African
man.
dude, bro. He was big
Right,
too.
right.
Shakur, he felt that wind from that punch. I mean, he missed it, right? But he felt that wind, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm on my bike. Fuck
Bro,
this
one of the
African dude."
worst fights, one of the worst fights I've ever seen. Like they're both technically proficient, but like they still bored me to tears, bro. Because it was just a feigning contest.
It was now. Can you imagine? I don't like Shakur, but I really hate Devin. Like I hate him, his daddy, bro. Like, can you
Yeah.
imagine if they make that fight, bro? Like, oh my. God, that shit's gonna be so ass.
No, pero de que él quiere de que 144 pound like catch weight. I'm like, bro, are you able to go up to welterweight or not?
Like,
Exactly.
yeah, like, man, come on, bro. You over here saying you want to fight Connor, you want to do this. You like, all right, bro.
Yeah. Just like Jules is eating a rotisserie chicken, bro, because he's taking too long.
You're probably eating it with coffee right now, bro.
For real.
What exactly did the guy say?
Huh? What are we talking about?
No, because I couldn't hear anything. I can only hear you,
Oh,
brother.
what I said about Nakatili.
Can you hear him?
Yeah,
No,
I
I
could hear
can't
him.
hear anybody else but you.
Damn, yo.
Shit is wild, bro. Damn.
Fucking
Yo, the
stream
StreamYard
yard.
sucks.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
StreamYard
Yeah,
is
man.
ass,
Yeah, man. I'm
bro.
gonna
Like
drop out, brothers. All right, man.
Yeah.
See y'all, man.
if
All right,
there
man.
was another if
Peace.
there was another streaming platform to use that's similar to StreamYard, I gotta find it because I gotta renew in July, and I don't even know if I want to. This shit got too many glitches.
For real.
Yeah,
Shout out to
somebody jumped off and
Yeah. But go ahead.
shout out to Joshua Kunju. He said Man of Steel. Fucking he said he said Masters of the Universe was good. Discord is
yo,
too complicated, bro. That like you gotta do all this extra shit with Discord. I don't wanna do that shit.
Yeah.
you know how you said you were gonna try to like curve the top rank hate or whatever you were saying.
Yeah.
Um, last minute, I might go to that Boots and Zayas fight. Last minute, I might catch a plane over there, bro. Everybody, well, not everybody, but majority of the people are picking Boots right now. Zayas is an underdog plus $300, bro.
I
And right
mean,
now,
yeah,
I
pero es que tú
saw,
sabes que the promotional push is behind Boots, man. Like that's obvious. The bookies got him the favorite. He's Sugar Boots. He's Sugar Boots. He like Sugar Ray Robinson, bro.
Yeah.
I was
Roy Boost
I,
Jr.
I was I was telling my coworker, my coworker, he watches boxing as well, and he was like, "Yeah, I got boots by murder," and I'm like, "Really?" Like I still I don't have no dog in the race. I really don't. But it's a fight of the summer, and I'm like, What makes you pick boots?" He's like, "Who has Sias beat that is similar to boots?" Cause
Oh
and
my
I was
god.
just like, "Damn, well, I can't think of one off the top of my head."
No,
Did you
it's
ask him the
it's
same question about Boots though?
I
eso es lo que yo iba a preguntar. Who did Boots? How many? See, this is the thing. It's not hate for Boots. It's a legitimate question. In how many situations has Jaron Ennis actually been the smaller fighter? In how
Yeah.
many situations has he been outweighed? Because the night of the fight, you could see fucking Xander. Ese tipo tiene como 175 libras. That dude is
Yeah.
big, bro, for 154.
Yeah,
How
while
many?
you was I was talking about this with Alexis while you was fucking that chicken. That yo, American fighters these days, right? I feel like they really care about having a size advantage.
Yep.
I mean, pero tú no ves. Look. This is kind of disheartening, but it is the truth. You hit the nail on the head on something that I've been thinking about the last 3 months. That a lot of the time, the American fighters are only really good because they're fighting in divisions where they don't belong, like
Right.
Devin, like Shakur, like Keyshawn. Wait. Tú no ves mexicanos discutiendo de que no, que tiene que ser en ciento y dos, ciento y setenta y
Right.
seis. Like what were these weird ass
Right.
weights? Whereas when you talk about an American conversation between two American fighters, don't you notice that the weight constantly keeps coming up? Like that's the conversation now with Shakur and
Right.
Devin that
Right.
Shakur wants to put a rehydration cap. Devin wants it at a full 147. So more weight shit. In other words, more weight
Right.
shit.
Right.
When Devin was talking to Boots, right, in that brief period, when Devin was talking to Boots, it was the same shit. They was talking about weight, and it's like, yo, is y'all nice or is just or is it just that y'all in divisions where y'all don't
Yo,
belong?
it's really the pot calling the tea kettle black, and that's like I was gonna ask you, how did you feel about that whole spat between Bernard the Boxer and Bill Haney? Like, who was in the right and who was in the wrong?
If you're talking about in that moment in time, you're talking about
Right,
that moment in time. I remember all of that. I was on Shakur's side of it because
right.
Devin didn't want that fight. Like my opinion was Devin don't want to fight Shakur, but it's not your typical, oh, I'm scared of you and you're gonna beat me. It's not like that. It's that Devin was tight at the weight. After the Loma fight, I already said this dude is not gonna stay at lightweight
Yeah.
after the Loma fight. That's going to be his last fight at
Mhm.
lightweight. But the way the shit happened after he beats Loma, who becomes his mandatory? Shakur. So if you leave now and you don't say nothing, you know what they're going to say? Oh, you were scared of Shakur. So they had to spin it like, oh nah, we tried. We offered him
Right.
this, but it was a bad faith offer. The short
Yeah.
version is, did Devin want to fight Shakur at 135? No, he wanted to leave. He was tight at the weight.
Mhm.
He wanted to leave. He wasn't going to say that, but yeah, that's what it
Yeah.
was.
I think what got under his skin was that I think Bernie was feeling kind of tight about that, about what he was saying, because because he brought up that whole thing about the 25% offer. But what Bill was actually trying to talk to him about was the supposed catch weight that Shakur wanted for Devin. And he brought up Crawford as an example because Bernie felt like Shakur was the next Crawford. But he didn't have to do all that, caveat for Canelo when he moved up. So why is he being compared to Crawford if he has to do all this shit, the A, B, and C, just to fight the big guys?
Let me read this super chat. George said Prime Wilder versus John Ruiz. Yo, man, I got John Ruiz, bro. Fucking Prime Wilder. Prime rib, bro. Now back to the question. Back to the question. I'm not trying to cop a plea for Shakur, but Shakur just got the 140. He
Yeah.
literally just got the 140. Literally, he had one fight there. Now you're
Right.
talking about a fight at 47. I get it. I get it, but I also see what creates the situation, which is why I have no patience for the American fighters. Hey, Shakur, instead of worrying about Devin y toda esta mierda, go unify with somebody. How about that shit?
Yep.
Yeah.
Because if we talk about an Eastern European fighter, if we talk about an Eastern European fighter, they're trying to unify with whoever has a belt. That's how they do it. And if you focused on that, this Devin shit, like, Brody, you literally just got to 140.
Bless.
We shouldn't even be talking about you fighting any welterweights. So why are we talking about you fighting welterweights? It's actually your fault because you want to get paid super duper big money every fucking fight, and American fighters least of all don't want to understand that every fight can't be a super fight, or you can't get a huge purse every fight. But you guys are
Right.
greedier. You're greedier than everybody else. You're greedier than the Brits. You're greedier than the Mexicans. You're way greedier than the Eastern Europeans. They will at least try to unify their division, right? You,
Yeah.
no, I don't. I mean, like Sebastian Fundora said it the other day. I don't care about unification matches. Bernie said it when he was talking to Bill. Shakur don't need all them fucking belts. He didn't want undisputed. I can see that. I can see
Yeah.
that. So
And
Just,
it's like that's the only reason I felt like that he took the Zuffa bag is just that. Like I don't see any career aspirations going over there. That's
the
my opinion.
fucking fucking Shakur, man. He's over here calling out Ryan. Like, yeah, we could fight. Like, and he's like, how are you gonna tell a champion at welter to put a catch weight on him? But we see the video where you looking at Ryan, you're like, you're not that big. Like, bro, what the fuck is it? What the fuck?
somebody else said it. It wasn't
I'm
me. They said
confused.
it. They said it months ago. They said it months ago. American boxing. I saw it on Twitter. I wanted to screenshot it. I didn't grab it, but somebody else said it. American boxing is just weight games. They said it. This was months ago, 3, 4 months ago. Somebody else said that. I think it was the Corey Rapax guy. It was somebody that normally tweets a lot. He said American boxing is just weight games. Games about weight and leverage. That's all American boxing is. And when you look at it, it's like, yeah, it is that though, isn't it? I mean, the light heavyweight division. Do you hear people talking about weight, weight this, weight that, catch weight, rehyd? No, you don't. And what's consistent with that division? There are very few Americans in it. Super middleweight is the same deal. That's an international division. You have fighters from all over the world. So you seldom ever hear about a catch weight in that division. Right now, the Dominican, Carlos Adames, is Mike Kopinger just tweeted it 2 hours ago. He said that guy's in deep negotiations to fight the big guy, the big Cuban.
Iglesias.
Yeah,
He actually has a
Jose
precedent.
Iglesias.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Iglesias.
Okay.
Yeah. And he
I dig it.
actually has a precedent to say this guy's really big. But no, he's just, no, we got to fight. The only ones who keep bitching up and bringing these situations about are the Americans. It's only them. Pay attention. It's only them. You don't hear British guys, no, it's got to be at fucking 155. It's got to be at these oddball at 143. At fucking 137. Nothing. They don't do that. The Eastern
bro,
Europeans don't do that. It's only
bro.
the Americans.
Look at Tank Davis' career. His career is always bring the smaller guy up, drain him, put a
Yeah.
hydration clause on him.
Mhm.
Fucking
Yeah,
Mario
but
Barrios.
tú no ves. Tank's whole la vaina enterita, and it's not like it's like 7 fights like that. Cuellar, Hugo Ruiz, Hector Luis Garcia, Lamont Roach. These is all little people that you brought up. And when you didn't bring little people up, you drank the people that were your size or bigger. You drained Ryan. I don't even like Ryan, but the truth, you drained him. You drained Mario Barrios. People just didn't know at the time. It later came out, according to Barrios, there was a
Yup.
rehydration cap. He said that. So it's like, well, it just paints a picture where the American fighters aren't nice. They just play games with the weight. That's why they're winning.
Yeah.
They play games with the weight. That's
Uh,
all.
Bro- Broner did that a lot
Look
too.
at some funny
Broner.
Go ahead, Herb.
fucking we got your boy King Kong Louis Ortiz getting ready to fight on TCL Team Combat League,
Who?
1 round endurance.
Oh
Oh.
yeah, I know he went over there. Yeah, he's like fucking 47 now. Really, he's probably like 55 over there, bro.
Bro, that
He's
boy
got
has blonde cornrows, man.
I was about to say that. Like, yo, you 50 something, you 50 something years old putting peroxide in your hair. You are wild, bro. You are wild. Shout out to George. Shakur's yo, listen, there's no world I'm picking Shakur over Eric Morales, bro. No. Eric too fast, too mean, too much power. He'll eat up Shakur.
He's
Eh,
terrible.
Terrible.
Terrible, like, and more so now that we're having this conversation, that look, I would like to think that Shakur is a very good boxer because I see his fundamentals, and he's got great fundamentals. He's got great instincts, but he's another one that the American pastime now is to really start off in these divisions where you probably don't belong, so you can rack up a few wins and get experience. That seems to be it. While the other fighters, a lot of them, they're competing at the weights where they belong. That's what I see is different from the Americans to the other fighters internationally. They're campaigning in the divisions where they belong, where you guys look at Keyshawn, like you were huge at lightweight. You could have easily started out at 140, but they start you off at 135. So you can pounce on little people. And then that's the grift. That are these guys actually good, or is American boxing summed up as games with the weight? Because it really seems that way. It's only a recurring theme here. You don't see
You
any other group of fighters arguing about that shit.
you know
Bunch of
what point
claggets.
I just thought about, because you said how the Americans, like, they start at higher weights. The fact that there's a fight between Sean Porter and Usyk, bro. Like what the fuck?
And is
Jesus
is
Christ.
that and that's saying that Sean Porter could have fought as a junior middleweight. That's what that's saying. Don't you see that when the American fighters are walking around, they're huge? Don't like
Yeah.
look at the they're huge. Gennady Golovkin walked around 167, 168. which seems insane. You walk around only 8 pounds above your fight weight, but that's how he walked around for a long time. 167, 168, 170. That's not far from 160. Like, bro, you go into camp, you got to lose 10 or 8 pounds, and you're there.
That means it's discipline.
Yeah.
And they like to say, because I saw somebody say it the other day, that, oh, well, these Eastern Europeans don't move up in weight. Bivol. Well, that's because they're fighting where they belong. Yeah, Bivol
Right.
doesn't move up and down in weight a lot because he's fighting where he belongs. He's fighting at light heavyweight. He can keep making it year after year after year because he belongs there. Better Beef, same thing. But when you're a 200 fucking pound fat fucking kid squeezing down to 168, right? Yeah, you're gonna have to keep moving up these weight classes because you really don't belong there.
Yeah, you're right, Jules. He's not gonna fight this year at all. When he fought, that was it.
I mean, maybe, bro. Maybe he'll fight Noel, Maybe he'll fight Noel, but imagínate, Drew. $75.99 for a fucking Armenian with a receding hairline, bro.
And when the numbers saying that Zerto didn't even crack 100,000, what the fuck they gonna do? Think?
So I mean, certain shit is common sense. When Spence did 3 and change, they were ejaculating all over the place over those numbers, over 3 and change. When Wilder did,
That's another guy who's huge.
Huge. When Wilder did 3 and change with Fury, they were really proud about that. The 3 and change. So you got to figure that if David did 3 or in the neighborhood of 3, bro, they wouldn't shut the fuck up about it. But to date, after 5 or 6 pay-per-view appearances, they don't even publish a ballpark for what the fuck he does, bro. You don't have no idea. They know.
Between David, did you cover that, Jules? Between David and even Dana saying, I want Shakur versus Devin if I'm a sign y'all. What are we gonna get?
That's how you know Dana don't know shit about boxing.
Bruh.
That's how you know. You want them to fight? You want them to fight.
I'm matching them niggas up with everybody else. Like, bruh.
Matter of fact, I want them to put it on pay-per-view just so it could flop even more, bro.
My
No,
God.
if it's a part of your package,
I think it would do decent numbers though.
I think
the fight is gonna be trash.
I do think that commercially, because they have factions, Devin and Shakur, they do have separate factions of fans. So I'd put it at 250. 250,
and that's not bad for a fight like that. That shit not bad.
But if it's a part of your package, I'll take it.
I'm talking about if it's on Paramount or
Yo,
Netflix, I'll take it.
The shit is as a benchmark, and this did used to be the benchmark. See, if you go back far enough, if a guy did 3, they would say that's bad. If a guy did 3, I'm telling you. When Floyd fought Berto, he did like 3 something, 3 close to 4, and they said, "Yo, this is horrible." Right? Fast forward 2-3 years, and suddenly 3 is a good number because that's you see that the benchmark, whether the benchmark for you to even should you even be on pay-per-view, it used to be 3 and change, and it wasn't impressive.
Yeah.
Like, nah, that's not a great number.
Yeah, but it's 2026. It's way different. Times is different.
The bar is lower.
So. You know why I say no? Because of Ryan and Javante. I didn't give a shit about that fight, bro. I couldn't.
It did sell though. It did.
No, listen. Hear me out. I couldn't scratch my ass over that fucking fight, bro. I couldn't get up to take a piss. I didn't give a fuck about that fight. But a lot of people did. And that shows that the grassroots movement is real. Nah, if people want a fight, they will pay for it.
Yeah.
But the disconnect is, my guy, I'm 43. I could tell you I never seen an era where it's this many pay-per-views. I never seen that before.
I already know
so
that.
The real problem, the game didn't change. Y'all fucked it up because y'all keep abusing this shit. David don't belong on pay-per-view. Yeah, David don't belong on pay-per-view. He does not. Tio,
Fuck,
Shakur,
bro.
hell no.
No.
What are we
I'm
doing,
surprised they
bro?
did. Hey, the numbers they did, T.O. and Shakur, I was surprised they did that. That shit was kind of. I was surprised y'all did that.
I'm just saying that you know, for a perspective, a classic fight, Gaddy and Ward.
Mm.
That was not a pay-per-view, bro. That was a
Yeah,
regular
but
ass fight.
they
It was a
they
regular
both
fight.
like B C level, like consider like
It's
that's
no
what
no.
they.
It's just it's not. It's. I'm telling you that the grade of fight that you used to get on a regular basis, the grade of the
Oh yeah,
fight,
okay, I know
it
what you
didn't.
mean now.
It didn't even because back then they understood the ends have to justify the means. The market value of the show, nothing else. The market value of the show dictates what you get. Whereas now you want so much, we got to put it on pay-per-view. And that's
Yeah.
not a good reason because
So shit.
Trey is not going Trey ain't going to buy it because Shakur thinks or this guy thinks. Like no. You see? But they're doing it
Yeah,
backwards. They're doing it
Yeah.
backwards where the only
yeah,
reason it's a pay-per-view is because you want so much fucking money that doesn't
Yeah.
exist.
You
Because
Case
then
in
want
when
the
they
point,
you
do
want
like
the
the
fight,
fan
because
you want boxing fans to be the investors.
yeah,
and they want
because
to
then
want us to subsidize it.
because
yeah,
then when they
for
do
sure.
the fight, how do you know? Why do you keep that? Why do you think I keep saying the money don't exist? Because when they do the fight and people don't fucking buy it, right? The money they gave you that show, well, they shouldn't have gave you that because the money they gave you doesn't exist. You're not good
Yes,
for it. If people would have bought it, I. But if people not buying it and then they keep doing it, and it's all to justify what the fighters want. Yo, that's why you think I'm on my fuck the fighter shit. Yeah, fuck out of here, bro. Get the
type
fuck
shit
out of
though.
here.
Yeah, for
There was
sure,
a
for
member that
sure.
case in point, like there was a pay-per-view, like that mid-tier pay-per-view when Chavez fought Sergio Martinez. That motherfucking shit just with hardcores did 500,000.
But
Ooh,
Drew, do you
shit.
see? But do you see when you look at it? You don't say, "Oh, Chavez is a pay-per-view star." No, of course not. You wouldn't say that, but you would say, "Look, the show will sell, right?" And that's the same thing with these fighters. Shakur don't belong on pay-per-view all the time. Hell
He
no.
don't. He
Devin don't
doesn't.
belong on pay-per-view all the time. It depends on the fight. If it's the
Yeah.
right fight, yeah. If it's the right
Every time
fight.
you fight it, hell no. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
And
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
don't you see?
How
Now
long?
you see that. Now you see. Wait. Now you see David. David has been on pay-per-view 5 times. And to fight who? A Cuban with 11 fights. A Brit that most Americans don't know. A old Ukrainian that like you can't you was on pay-per-view to
You
fight
barely got
Bosnian.
past him.
Don't forget
You
Demetrius
barely got past
Andre.
him, man.
Demetrius Andre,
Yeah.
you
Yo,
forgot.
my God.
I
Andre
ain't even
has
talking
never
about that
had
nigga.
fans. Listen, Andre has never had fans. Country whole life, he never had motherfucking fans. But yeah, let's put that on pay-per-view. Go ahead, country.
Wow.
Well, my question is, how long can they actually afford to continue that on and on like they're doing? I mean, it's not going to last with that model. It makes no sense.
No.
I think this is a prediction. I've said it before, but I'll say it one more time. I believe that the zone is going to phase out the ultimate tier by the end of this year or the beginning of the next one. I believe they're because they have to. Enough people are not going to kick out $400 to justify this. They're not.
Yeah.
And budget cuts are going to get aggressive. How do you know? How do you see it coming? Lamont Roach versus William Zepeda is not a pay-per-view. It's not. That's a regular DAZN fight. That's a regular
Yep.
DAZN fight. What's
But
helping
that
to
should be
finance
a
it?
regular.
No. I'm not. I agree. But see, things are little by little. Like that's not a
I
paper.
know
It's
what
a great fight. And if you do the fight, which is smart, if you do the fight as a regular fight, a lot of people are going to watch it. That's why they're sharing that one with TNT, conventional cable network. They're sharing that one. If you do that fight as a regular fight, yeah, a lot of people are going to watch that if it's accessible. But if you try to do it as a pay-per-view, my God, 100,000 people is not even going to buy that fight. You see?
That
Not
Nah.
That fight is
Does the Zone America even have 100,000 subs, Jules?
It might. It might. Oh, it's hard.
I'm
Yeah, I
just
ain't
saying
gonna gas
that
it.
that
I ain't gonna
to
gas it.
bring to bring back the commercial value, because Drew knows this. Drew's got some hand in media and television. To bring back the commercial value of boxing, you have to make it accessible again. And that means moving away from pay-per-view and putting it back on platforms where a lot of people could get to it, because once a lot of people could get to it, you could start doing 1 million and 2 million and 3 million views, so on and so forth, with a regular boxing match, and that will bring back the ad revenue. That'll bring, but of course, purse demands have to be realistic. When you got Joe Blow from the East Coast that thinks he's a $10 million fighter, won't you suck 10 million dicks? Because you're not a $10 million fighter.
It's
It be some
back to
fighters
the
that be
like
thinking they
Like
worth a
Jules
million.
always.
Like it be like, bro,
Yeah,
you're not
Jules
worth
always
shit.
stressed it. You got to bring it back to the common man. Case in point, the UFC White House card across all their platforms. It'll be on Paramount Plus and CBS. That shit's gonna do crazy numbers.
Now, Brian Norman is a good example in the failed negotiations with Boots. Why is it a good example? It's not that I want you to be broke. It's that what you're asking for, and people in boxing are just so used to it, they want to uphold the status quo. Brian Norman is not a $2 million fighter. He literally
Yes,
isn't.
for 2
If you
mil.
do a fight for him, listen, if you do a fight for this guy, it's not bringing in you do a fight for him. Do it at the Barclays. Do a fight for him. Do it anywhere in the country. It's not bringing in 2 million, but you wanted in excess of that. You wanted in excess of that for Boots. The fighters are overpaid, and that's why the only reason I care, Trey, is because it's making it more expensive for us, for me,
For sure.
for you, for Drew.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I care. If there was a way for them to get their money and it don't affect me, I don't fucking care. But it is affecting us because the cost of subscriptions is going up. The number of pay-per-views is going up. You need this platform and that platform. It's like, yo, this is like,
Yeah,
this
that's
gotta
annoying.
stop.
It's all
This shit gotta
correlated.
stop.
You know what though?
Yeah.
If he would have got away with that, right, and then he fought Boots, Boots would have KO'd him quickly, and everybody would have been mad and been ripped off because it went less than a round.
Because and you know, and country, you know that it would have been a pay-per-view. Because if you gotta give him two, if you gotta give Brian 2 and change, Boots is gonna be getting somewhere in the neighborhood of 3 and 4. Once you start entering that 5 and that 6 mil, all right, now it's a pay-per-view. Yeah, once the pot is what 4, 5, 6, yeah, now it's a fucking pay-per-view. And it should not be Brian Norman on pay-per-view. What the fuck is going on? What is happening,
like,
bro?
Yo, is Brim even
But I
here?
will say I'm
We
bricked
shouldn't
up
be
for
talking about
Xander
this.
Zayas on pay-per-view.
You
I
know,
can't wait for this
you know,
fight for.
Yeah, I didn't know that was pay per view. I didn't know
Brim
Boots and Xander
is
was pay per view.
punching. Brim is in Connecticut shadow boxing. Like, I'm gonna fuck Jules up, fuck him up.
I'm
He's
fucking
shadow
so.
boxing.
I'm excited for this fight, yo. I haven't been excited for a fight in a while. I can't wait for this fucking Xander fight.
I'm excited for the fight, and optimistically, I do hope. I hope. I just hope that the boxing fans show up for that one and buy it. But it's hard, Drew, because it's like, yo, Boots.
Yeah.
Come on, my guy. Your biggest win is a Montestanionis, bro. Do you really? Come on, bro. And Xander, I like Xander, but like, yo, dog, your biggest win is a Boss Peru. Well, what the fuck is
I like
going
that
on?
win, man. I really like that win.
No, it's good. My God, it's good, but it didn't used to be. It didn't used. Maybe it's because
that wasn't the fucking.
elevated,
those
like,
weren't the fucking ceilings.
This way.
Yeah.
You understand that Floyd, you know, Castillo wasn't a pay-per-view for Floyd. Chico wasn't a pay-per-view. Those were regular fights.
His first pay-per-view was fucking Gaddy, and they did 300.
Gaddy. Wait, maybe I'm bugging. Was Chico a pay-per-view?
Was it Gaddy?
I don't know. Gaddy was his first
Gaddy
pay-per-view.
was his
though.
first pay-per-view?
Gaddy was his first pay-per-view.
Gaddy was, and that was because Gaddy was a draw. Shout out to Adnan Aesthetics. Ring IQ, haven't been on since a while. I hope you're doing well. What does your future site say will happen next in boxing? The next move in boxing is to bring the conventional cable networks back because streaming apps can't carry this sport on their back. That's the next
He
move.
meant he meant asking
look,
he meant the crystal cock.
all right, so you like talking about cock too much.
Yeah.
It goes with that fucking next super chat. That's why I said it.
The next move in boxing is to bring the ad revenue back because subsidizing boxing through the fans' wallets is not gonna. It's not gonna work,
not
bro.
cutting
People
it.
they just don't have the money. Like they don't have the money. Like the same people that didn't have the money last year, they don't have it this year, bro. To constantly every month, and some months there's more than one pay-per-view. It's like you can't keep doing this. You just can't keep doing this. So a part of what I see is they're going to try to bring the conventional cable networks back. And me and Drew talked about this. Don't be surprised if the zone gets absorbed by someone big, as part of like a catalog or something, because that could happen. Netflix
Who you
could
got,
buy the
mom?
zone.
Oh,
Netflix
Netflix.
or
Okay.
Amazon. Netflix or Amazon.
And that outlet gets their contract. So like we might not be able to broadcast sports in America, but we could broadcast the NFL and NBA in the region that the zone had it for whatever their license was.
Yeah,
You know, there's a
because
Zone channel on Amazon Prime, right?
YouTube got the NFL. YouTube got
I'm talking about
it.
outside of America. The zone got everything outside of America.
Because here's the thing. The zone, look, I believe they're in the black now. I believe that they finally started making money circa a year to 2 years ago. They finally started. They're in the black. They're in the plus now because remember they were in the red 5 fucking years. They entered in this. They were straight in the red. So they're doing okay, but you can't grow this sport. It hurts me to say this, but you can't grow this sport on an app. You can't. You just can't, bro. The only people you can advertise your content to are the people who are already subscribed to it. If you don't have the zone, how the fuck you gonna know what the fuck they got and what they doing? You just not gonna know.
Yeah, because it'd be different
That's
if
why
they
they're
were
going on
Netflix and
TNT.
Netflix is like, I'm doing 20 fights a year. That's how you grow boxing.
Even though it's a cable channel.
But who got
whereas on
cable?
Netflix, right?
That's another thing. That's why I'm like, bro, like it's all fucking. It's just too. It's fucked up.
But here's a weird thing. I don't know about it being cable so much as bundles. And I literally said this 4 years ago. This is precession. Precession is what happens to the planet. You guys haven't been outside the planet, so you can't see it. And it happens over a long duration of time. Earth goes like this when it spins. It doesn't just spin, it goes like this. That's how everything is. So in the beginning of streaming apps, it allowed the consumer to focus specifically on what they watch, because what they noticed about cable is I'm paying a lot of money for a lot of channels. I don't watch shit. I don't watch none of that shit. I got 3 MTVs, I got 4 ESPNs, I got all this shit, and I don't watch most of this shit. So what's the advantage of streaming apps in the beginning, which is why they were all the rage, you get to just subscribe to the content you watch. And for a while, that worked. It helped save people money. But then those people got bored. I'm bored of just watching movies on Paramount. I'm bored of just watching movies on HBO Max. I want to channel surf. I want to see other stuff. So now bundles, if you're noticing, bundles are the thing now. You get the ESPN with the Disney with the ESPN with the Disney with the other shit, right?
Yeah. Hulu.
I don't. Yeah. So I don't know that cable will come back, but bundles are gonna start. Okay, yeah, because people want to watch more than one thing. You know, they want
Yeah.
they want a bigger catalog of options than just
Right.
Hulu, than
It's
just
funny that you
Disney,
mentioned Hulu because they got live TV.
Yep, they do.
right? So that's a part of the future that they want something semblant of what was in the past, because what was in the past was more sustainable than this. This is not sustainable. There's a lot of people out there, they'll sit there and watch YouTube and won't bet a fucking eyelash. Without Peacock, without Paramount, there's people out there between TikTok and YouTube 8 fucking hours, bro. Just watching that shit. 8. Harry Potter is on YouTube. Do you really need fucking HBO Max? I watched Fright Night. I tried to buy Fright Night on Amazon. I couldn't. I watched Fright Night on YouTube. Okay? So what's
Yeah,
coming
yeah,
back
YouTube
now
got
is
the movies on the look. Yeah.
YouTube's the biggest
Hey,
fucking network in the
and
world.
they free movies too. Like, yeah, if you got the little YouTube
so
premium shit, they
so
got shit.
so think of it this way, and whoever's in a wind tunnel, get the fuck out. What's going on now? People don't think of it that way, but conventional apps and conventional cable are in competition, in a sense, with the internet, with the TikTok, with the Instagram reels, with the YouTube. Why? The more hours people spend on those things, the less they're watching conventional cable and conventional television. Don't you see? Sitcoms don't even what sitcoms ain't what they used to be. Dramas ain't even what they used to be. There's a lot of content that isn't getting watched. And it's because the internet, the TikTok, the Instagram reels, the YouTube, it's taking it all away. So they need to go back to that older model from before because that was more sustainable. It was sustainable, it was accessible, the ad revenue was great, right? That this streaming shit, it's got a caveat, it's got a catch, and it's that it's too niche. You know, I was watching some anime porn the other day. It's like, well, I could sit here watching this shit all day. You know, they got to do something about that. Like, it's good. It's good porn. It was good. It was good. It's pretty good. I ain't gonna front. Like, it's pretty good. You know, it's too
You
niche,
catch that
bro.
super chat right there?
Shout out to George. Adam 22's wife is leaving him. Are you surprised? No, that's not. I don't even look at that as a real
That bitch
marriage.
mid too, man. I hope.
Who would be, man? Huh.
The broad is literally getting fucked right in front. I don't know what that guy's deal is. I don't even understand.
You
I don't
can't
know
respect that shit,
who
man.
watch.
It's
Yeah,
an
like
humiliation
you watch.
ritual, bro.
You're like you watch people fuck your wife. What the fuck? Like you got a
Type of shit you
podcast,
on.
Brody? Yeah, like
He's a
why
prop
would I
cook.
want to hear? Why would I want to hear what you think about anything? You watch people fuck your
Literally.
wife.
Yeah, you don't deserve no respect for that shit.
And you
Shout out
get
to
turned
George.
off that shit, though. Like, nah, bro.
If mass produced, you get a neutral. If mass produced, would you get a neural implant? No, I would not. No,
What
I
this
would not.
nigga?
No. I
Elon
mean,
Musk over
We
here.
have different questions on
What
this
the fuck?
panel. You know,
no, because it's
I
a good
wouldn't either,
question.
man. Fuck. Don't
But
try to pull
I
that mad
wouldn't.
scientist.
Country's not really a '80s baby. He's a '60s baby. But '60s babies and '80s babies have a natural fear of our government. You cannot convince me to no. Especially if anything, if it's mass produced, that's the signal for me to not get that shit. What you want all of us wearing this shit? Yeah, I'm not wearing this
Yep.
shit. Fuck that.
Yeah.
I'm not wearing that
Fuck,
shit.
fuck
Neuralink,
them.
fuck off.
Fuck that
how
shit.
long,
Fuck that
Jules?
shit.
So how long until fucking the Sasquatch Ecuadorian starts streaming on Kick or Twitch like all the other guys now?
No, I saw him. I saw him. I think I saw him with somebody like a week ago, Drew. Like he was with one of them streamer people. And I mean, like that's what promotion is for these younger people. I can't be critical about it because that's another thing that's drawing eyes away. We talked about it 2 weeks ago that the reason these kids don't sit down and watch the sitcoms anymore is because the live streams have taken their place, and the live streams create an air of spontaneity because they're happening in real time that you can't substitute with pre-written jokes and canned laughter. It's that time is over, and they want to watch shit happening in real time because anything can happen since it's happening in real time. So it's smart of them to pair up with the Dean the Great and the Neon and the Sneeko, even though Sneeko, they need to throw that kid off a bridge. Like, bro, your fucking head's too big for your body, and you're a fucking asshole. Just get the fuck out of here. But it's smart of them, Drew, to pair up with those streamer kids because they're the youth, not us. We're outdated. We're old.
We're old.
My nephew,
Yeah.
and them, they know who Shakur is because he was on that. Damn, what's that kid? Fat
No,
Boy
but y'all
Max
fellas, but I'm about to
kid.
go eat some ass tonight.
Eat that ass, bro. Eat that
Tough
shit, man.
shit.
It's good
Helps
shit.
me for my job interview
Rumble,
for
young
tomorrow.
man, rumble.
But yeah, like they're different from us, and you know, you kind of got to accept that as you get older, that the younger, they're really different from us, and you just got to accept it, that no, they don't go for the same things, you know, they just don't. So it's smart of, if you're an athlete, if you're a boxer, I mean, listen, somebody the stature of Kevin Hart, right? Kevin Hart is a giant, he's a giant of comedy, whether you like him or not. He's a giant of comedy, and he was on Kai Cenat's stream, bro. He was on
Mhm.
his shit. You
Yeah,
know
oh,
what
yeah, I
it?
saw that. Yeah,
Smart business.
Uh,
Yeah.
exactly. Nicki Minaj, she was on Kai Cenat's stream. It's just showing you that, like, yo, these are the flag bearers of this generation. These are the big guys. You know, Drew. Late night talk is dead, bro. The Jimmy Kimmel, the Stephen Colbert, these fucking people. That's outdated, bro.
yeah.
That's outdated. That
That's for
harkens
fucking
back to Johnny
50 and
Carson.
up, 50 and up people.
Yeah, yeah. That
SNL.
shit is
Nobody
not the
who
shit
watches
no more.
SNL. Do you watch SNL? I don't.
Bro, SNL, bro, listen, my guy, and I grew up on SNL. Will Ferrell, Sherry O'Terry, I love them
Man,
all, but
I like
Tim
the
Meadows.
original, man. The original
No, I'm
players,
just
man.
saying,
They were
I'm just saying, a country that was the last great cast of SNL. That was the last great cast. After that, it gradually got worse. But when they had
yeah.
Will Ferrell, Sherry O'Terry,
Adam Sandler.
Tim Meadows, well, that's Adams before them.
Mm.
You know that there was that 90s cast, that was the last great cast of SNL. After that, it is just dog shit. Like, yeah, it's a liberal propaganda machine now, is what it is. Like, yeah, that's a liberal show now. Like, I wouldn't even watch that shit. If the jokes were funny, I could get over it, but the jokes aren't even, they don't hit. Like, nah, they don't hit. They were edgier before, you know?
Like, yeah, we don't even
That's
have shows like Martin no more, huh, Jules, or anything like that.
it's that you can't make shows like that anymore. I don't
I'm about to say, yeah.
I genuinely believe that the sitcom is dead because these kids want something that's happening in real time. They don't want sitcoms, pre-written jokes with canned laughter, and it's very predictable. They don't want that. They want things that are happening right now. That
Mhm.
spontaneity is what makes them watch. Whereas a sitcom, that's some shit for That's some shit.
Yeah.
Like, they look
Yeah,
at that
type
shit
shit
for
though.
us,
Yeah.
for old people. Like, that's who that's for. They're not
Unless
gonna
it's
go
like
for that.
unless it's one of these new shows like the kids love, like the Game of Thrones remake, or like it's younger stuff like that. Anime.
Yeah, but I wonder, I don't know. I wonder how well, I know the sitcoms aren't doing well. That's an easy one. I wonder how the Law and Order is doing, how the, you know, those kinds of shows. I wonder how they're doing, you
Mhm.
know? Cuz I don't imagine, my gut tells me those shows aren't getting watched the same way they used to either.
Nah,
The newer
No.
ones,
I
the
love them
newer
shits
ones
too.
will,
Yeah.
well, I love them shits, but I'm saying that I think the newer ones, which is a different structure entirely, the way that seasons broke down back then is
Mhm.
not the way they break down now. They binge watch shit now, and then it doesn't come back for like a fucking year, right? That is completely different now, bro. Used to do a show, you get 13, 16 episodes in a season. Now you get the whole season, you get to
Yeah.
binge watch it, and then yeah, and then
Those
you
long
wait.
ass seasons of like the
Mhm.
SVU Law and Order, those is
Yeah,
22,
that's how I
23
watch shows
episode
though.
seasons of fucking procedurals.
For real. It's completely different now. So I wonder how that genre is doing. Like, there are still shows that come out that are very big. Like Stranger Things is a good example of how, yes,
Mhm.
dramas can still move the needle, because Stranger Things moved the needle. That show with Zendaya, Euphoria.
Oh my
People
Euphoria.
watch,
god, yeah.
Sydney Sweeney's
young
titties.
people, I'm saying young people watched that show. Like, it was, you know, it wasn't old. I never seen an episode of that shit. I just see the gifs of her
Garbage.
titties.
You ain't missing shit. That's
But
Did you see the
fresh.
movie
but
that
tell me
fucking
I'm
went
lying.
crazy right now, Jules?
Obsession?
Obsessed, and how it was filmed like a fucking like a rinky dink
Yeah.
thing. Like
And
that's the stuff for the kids.
Fucking Drew, bro. Those movies, those two movies doing well at the box office made me so happy. It showed me that no, there is hope for cinema, because I really thought it was gonna die. Those two things, see, they are relevant I want to see back rooms, by the way. I just want to see it because I love the whole lore of back rooms. But why I was really happy that they did well because I thought movies as a medium, I really thought it's gonna die out. It's antiquated. It's gonna die out. And those movies showed me no, the subject matter just needs to be fresh.
Yeah.
That's what needs. It just needs to be fresh. Backrooms speaks to this younger generation. It's not lore from our generation. I'm fucking 43, bro. Backrooms, what the fuck? Backdoor, what the fuck? That's for these young people. So as long as you could do shit for these young people, it shows that yeah, you just need to diversify the content. And the fact that the filmmakers are young guys, that they're young guys, they're not, Scorsese's time has come. Michael Bay,
Yeah.
James Can. I love these guys, bro, but you're relics of the past. And the way that you view things is of the past. That doesn't even mean you're not good anymore, but we need something new. The cinema needs something new. And I love the Avengers. I love the MCU, but they can't all be superhero movies, bro. They've been all superhero movies
For the
for
last
like it's
decade.
been nonstop. Yeah, like it's been nonstop. Like, can we get some
Yeah.
crime dramas? Can we get some
Yo,
some
son.
sex shit? Like, can we get that?
Yeah, I've
Because
had
they,
That's all
superhero movie
like
fatigue. I've had it since 2015, bro. I'm sick of it.
you know, no, all right. Now you're fucking exact. It's 2015, bro. When
Yep.
Endgame came out, you had fatigue. Endgame came
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Get the
I
fuck,
did.
get the fuck out of here.
I did.
I
I
really
did. I
like
did.
what's the one
I
It was a
can't
directed
good
fuck
ass
with
film. I'm
virtuoso.
not.
movie?
I
I'm not
can't
fucking.
fuck with
I'm not saying it was
virtuoso,
bad.
bro. I think it peaked with Endgame, and then after that, that's for me. That's when the fatigue starts. After Endgame, that's when it starts. Like, okay, now y'all just making shit to be making shit. Yeah, y'all just making shit. I loved WandaVision, but all this other shit, it's like, yeah, y'all just making
You ain't
shit to
like
make
Moon
shit
Knight?
now. Like,
I thought
I
Moon
didn't
Knight was
watch Moon
good.
Knight. I
Yeah.
didn't
Moon
watch
Knight
Moon
is a
Knight.
little weird. It's weird. It's a little weird. It's I thought it was solid.
That guy looks like Jack Catterall, bro. And if that put me off. He looks like Jack Catterall, bro. And it's like, yo, if this show is like a Jack Catterall fight, yeah, I'm good, dog. I'm good. I'm all right. I'll be okay.
Nah, man, we ain't
I'll
gonna do
be
that, man. Jack been
okay,
looking
bro.
solid his last couple of joints. Jack
Yeah,
been trying, man.
now they got
Yeah,
Bozy. But I'm just
yeah.
like Oscar Isaac is a Spanish Moon Knight. Like, I mean, Spanish. He's a Spanish Jack Catterall. Like them dudes look alike, bro. They both look like they ain't sleep in 3 years.
Yeah.
Them dudes.
Yeah, he's probably a
Oh,
gypsy. What the fuck was that?
I don't know,
Hey,
bro. That's probably Moon Knight.
No, yeah, I know, right?
the movie Christopher Nolan Odyssey, I want to see that, but I seen a lot of niggas
We'll
hating on
see.
that shit.
We'll
But
see, bro.
yeah, I
We'll
know
see.
I seen a lot of
This a
niggas not
thing.
fucking with that shit.
The shit is this shit. Like I said, man. He's trying to win an Oscar is the main thing. If you really want to get into why are people mad and why is he doing what he's doing, it's because of the Oscar quota. They have a diversity quota,
Yeah.
so it's not storytelling. It's like, my sister asked me this when I was young and I used to draw. I could draw really well. She said, "Why don't you do it as a profession?" Well, because it's not going to be fun if I do it that way. And it's the same with this thing. It's not really filmmaking if you have to meet a quota. No, it's not really
Yeah.
storytelling if you have to meet a quota. Like, and there's a quota, and it's like, look, dog,
Yeah, and
I don't.
and
Ellen Page don't belong in no motherfucking Troy. Ellen Page, what the fuck? What is
and
happening?
also too, on top of it, you get people coming in wanting to adjust your shit and rearrange this and that, and you don't want it to be like that, but they do, and because they're putting the money in, they're in charge.
Exactly.
Yada,
The movies,
yeah,
exactly. The movie studio. It's just, that listen. I'm not exaggerating either. That was literally one of the first stories I read as a kid. Was the Odyssey. Odysseus was one of my favorite Greek heroes of Greek mythology because he wasn't a god and he didn't have powers. He's just a smart ass fucking guy. Like the Cyclops, he counted how many sheep come into the cave and how many the Cyclops eats, and he figures out, yo, we could ride the bottom of the sheep to get up out of this cave. It's one of my favorite stories, bro. I used to fantasize about being stuck on an island with Cersei and just fucking her in her ass for mad years. My favorite fucking stories, bro.
Oh, geez, bro. No.
That's one of my favorite. More than Troy, more than the story of Achilles, more than the trials of Hercules. The Odyssey was always one of my favorite stories. And my God, if you fuck that up, bro, I'm fucking. And I love
Yeah.
Christopher Nolan. I've been a big fan of Nolan.
That's what.
Not just,
That's another
not just,
thing. I just like
not
Christopher
just
Nolan.
Batman. Neither he did the
Hell no.
Prestige. That's the
You ever watch
Prestige is one of my.
Memento?
Memento with fucking the guy
Man, with that
Pierce.
whole shit backward, man, that shit was tough. That was
It's one of
tough.
my
I fuck with
favorite
that joint.
movie makers, bro. But
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go to the theater to see it. I'm gonna watch it at home. I'm gonna give it a chance. I was gonna go to the theater to see it. I'm gonna give it a chance just because it's Christopher Nolan. Like it can't be that bad as Christopher Nolan.
Yeah.
And we'll see, but it's that I like I said, it's not cap. That's one of my favorite fucking stories I grew up reading was the fucking Odyssey, bro. And when he finally gets back home and he strings the bow that nobody could string that shit and he kill all these
Mm.
that's one of my favorite fucking stories, bro.
I heard
I'm gonna
Travis
fuck
Scott got
that up now.
casted in that movie.
Travis Scott.
Yep.
I heard that too. I heard that too. I don't know, bro. I don't know. On that note, I'm fucking going to sleep. I see y'all on the next one.
Good night, fellas.
Right now.